Jonke.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Day number 2 of Paladins 1v1 Cup. Our master today will be Mr. Villese. For everyone who does not know how this format works, we will have Villese playing 7 1v1s today against the challengers that you can see up top here. He can decide what map he wants to play against them. He can only choose out of 7, and he can also decide what civilization he wants to choose. But he's not allowed to repeat that those civs. So let's take a look. He picks Niko first. Yesterday we had ACM taking 3 wins and 4 losses, and he will pick Paladins against Mr. Niko, and he himself will pick a civilization that you will see pretty soon, and it will be Indians trying to abuse that fishing bonus, and we will just jump into that game and see what Niko picked. He yesterday, whoops, trying to decrease the scroll speed a bit, played some yesterday evening off stream, and Elise is playing the Indians, trying to abuse the fishing bonus. Obviously, the fastest food come in the game. Indian villagers there with their bonus on shellfish. On the other side, we have Niko already having his TC up. Simply building that a bit faster is so sweet for him. And also having those villagers work instantly on 6 of those fishing ships is a nice advantage. He has 1 sheep, is trying to scout some. We see 2 sheep active here for release. Distance, kind of short, I have to say. I will get both TCs at least partly on the screen here on 1080p. Nearly secret off-stream practice for 5th AM player. Well, now it's not secret anymore, Akino. It's the second day? Yes, it's the second day. As I said, yesterday we had ACM, who won through 3 games and lost 4. With Niko on Nomad start is not the best idea. He's a Nomad beast. A lot of people say that they want to play him on Nomad or Paladin. So, and yesterday he didn't have the best start. Robo wasn't happy with him. But today that looks a bit sharper. What's there to play in Nomad? Yeah, it's pretty random. A lot of people on food here. Obviously, you don't need that house that early, since you have 10 population from the TC as Chinese. Anyone can play Nomad well. Is that so? Okay. Okay. Now, going for the first scouting villager, sees the house, so he kind of knows Villese has to be super close, either here to the left-hand side. It would be weird because the deer aren't moving. Or he has to be more to the right-hand side, but then super close as well. The spawn was quite far off, but that allowed him to scout a lot of the map. Niko is the best of all of them, and every map better play him on your best map, worst map. Okay. Well, I agree. I think Niko is, at least for me, the big favorite. That would have been one of the greatest troll. I end that. She really answered that question. Indians have to take advantage early here, surely. Disagreed. Heavily disagreed. I think Chinese have the advantage since they have the extra 2 villagers. And Elise just needs to drag it out a bit, send the villagers around, and if he keeps abusing the fish bonus, that's where his civ will shine, and obviously the stronger camels later on. So I think the first 12-15 minutes could be problematic, and then Indians should shine. Would it be okay if DauT would co-cast this tournament with you? It would be okay, but I would be surprised. It's only 2 PM for him, so I don't think he's awake yet. I expected the count to rise more for Niko. Well, they can't rise more. You start with 2.5 advantage, and it will keep that way. Paladins no due to the fishing bonus. Yeah, it will be tricky for Nili's Apartment Cup. I'm not sure if I can give... Well, the first games will start 2:30 German time. I can give DauT any of those games. Or if it will just oversleep. ACM won 3 games yesterday. That's quite strong, I would say. What's your opinion? Well, if you're an average player, you have to win 3.5, right? So he kind of underperformed. And I expected him to take roughly 3. But since there weren't any big surprise wins, he probably won't make it into top 4. And only top 4 of those 8 are getting into the money here. DauT wanted to cast the series. Well, he can join me. He can surely join me. Now we can see both with pretty similar uptime. Niko 10 seconds later, but 4 villagers ahead. That's just enormous here. And we will see how Niko will play this out. At the moment, no villagers on gold, so both will go on to scouts here. Yeah, and he suits the map against the players, but he cannot repeat civilizations. I think like you should win at least 4 to have any chances. And 5 looks good. Obviously, if you have 6, you're kind of guaranteed. Look at that amount of resources he has as well. Ay. Getting the eco upgrades here. Elise, no farm upgrade from him. But honestly, a farm upgrade is not really what you need. I think you shouldn't farm at the first 20 minutes. Yeah, Chinese are strong when you could hold the advantage in feudal and early castle. Oh, that's true. If you get Halberdier to Canoe running, that's pretty sexy for you as well. But I rarely see Bedouins 1v1s go to Imperial Age, so I think the early advantages are what counts the most. Distance is super short, map control important, and it's so easy to screw up. Chinese by far the best civ on Bedouins. Why pick another civ? Well, maybe pick Chinese for Nomad as well. As you all know, we are not allowed to repeat civilizations in the best of 7, and Nomad is another map. DauT gets mood swings. Oh, is it that time of a month again? I'm building some spearmen. 90 pyramid. Oh, hello, Rider is there. Thinking, hell no. And archer range now, going for some skirmishes. Not a lot of gold control by him. Did scout that gold in the back though. And will build a mining camp. I don't like that he's just blindly building a mining camp here. I think just right clicking it, the gold, and then later place the mining camp makes a bit more sense. But now he's placing a solid one. So result oriented, not a big problem. Oh, more villagers to the front. Is he on stone? Yeah, 4 villagers on stone. So Elise will get the aggression, and soon we will see the first kill. Archer range out now. Hello to you as well, Kicky Sniper. Spearman dance continues. Still not a single kill here. Double archer range from Villese, and now her dead scout. On both sides though. Even trade for now, still 4 villager advantage by Niko. This is pretty good for him. That tower, I think, does not make a lot of sense to me. That one could have been like more over here as well, if he wants to build that close to the archer ranges. Huh, it's surprising to me. Surprising to me for sure. Does he want to protect his archer ranges? Well, they can never really be walled, right? Huh. Do we have more archer ranges? Yeah, second archer range and blacksmiths coming up here for Niko, realizing that, well, that aggression won't stop that early. Spearman waypoint now not the greatest. Fletching coming in for Niko, at least still without a blacksmith. Just finished 2 archer ranges, so that will take some time. It's 90 are positive and entertaining casted, which I like a lot. I think... Oh! That's obviously something I could say about all casters. Like, there's a lot of good energy going on from all the Age of Empires casters. Absolutely love that. Except maybe DauT and MBL. But those aren't really casters. Where the bracket exclamation mark, well, we will take a look in between games. And that will help you. Skirm aggression continuing. Now Town Watch and Fletching. Town Watch, an upgrade that is heavily undervalued on those maps. Jordan, for example, always goes for Town Watch. Oh, nice micro here by Niko. With that Spearman. Jordan always goes for Town Watch first. Now the next engagement, trying to micro away that Archer here. Bit exposed. And now the Skirms. Fighting down against those two scouts. It's going to be a tricky one, therefore he needs to retreat. Still, big skirm battle, and at the time, Nikov's villager lead did increase. So at the moment, he is just doing fine. No farms out of him, just keeps going for more shorefish. I love that. And, well, Elise has 4 on stone. And now the first counter tower by Nikov. He waited for quite some time. But now is getting it done. Nikov with solid resources, scouts, trying to do some damage, but obviously super scared of a single spearman even. Nearly, I think you have to achieve Town Watch when you are arriving through, and also melee could be an option on this map. Well, Town Watch early on makes a lot of sense. Melee. No, I don't think it's top 2. Oh, 2 more kills there. Sniping down that spearman, and Villese exposed again. Ah, tricky stuff. He simply does not have the eco to go for full scouts. He's just producing skirmishes, no archers around, so he cannot really fight those off. And oh, look at that scout being trapped. We have Nikov even with bloodlines here, and oh, another scout trap. Nikov losing 2 scouts here for nothing. Well, does some minimal damage against the tower, but that won't be the most important thing. Maybe building another stable somewhere could be an option. Now going on to stone as well, though. Could maybe do all G? It's a bit hard to keep track on green and blue. Green left, right. I think green and blue makes a lot of sense. I will keep it that way. Since we started. Okay, now fighting down those towers. Well, that's not really an option. Getting some damage done. Nikov trying to go for some splits, but not really working. But look at that villager difference. What is Villese doing? And he had very little villager count here as well. Now losing that tower at the front, that frees the stable again. And Villese just in a pickle here. I don't really see him doing too well. Those scouts now at the front, yeah, they are low HP. But the skirmishers don't have the greatest HP as well. Look at me, I'm still bit leader. Reaper. Thank you so much. And we see a 3rd archer range. What? Didn't expect that. Expected the 2nd stable. Or maybe a defense upgrade before that. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, now another tower. Niko's up to castle edge. That tower actually won't hurt him too much. A bit surprised. Scouts now running around, try to go for some counterattack, which would have been great. But also great is if he takes an engagement here, defensive tower around as well, tries to snipe that spearman. Scouts can just move in, and he right clicks that spearman, should be fine. And indeed 1 HP here kills all the skirmishers. Army count just completely vaporized here. And that's just evil. And that's just fine for Nikov. He doesn't want to go for skirmish or scout anymore. So trading off that army is fine for him. And he will soon, well, switch on to crossbowman and maybe knights. I think that would be the spot to go for a second stable. Thing is though, if Elise has a solid uptime as well, you're fighting knights against camels or Indians, so I can see the reasoning why Elise is not going for that path and just wants to stay on to crossbowman. Probably we will see the addition of a siege workshop pretty soon as well. Some raids over here. We'll actually camp under the tower, and there's not a lot of stuff from Villese to fight this off. Some skirmishers a bit out of position, but now probably find +1 defense for them, and Villese is up as well. Did he abuse the market? Well, he bought 100 food, so in some form. Some other villager advantage is still for 5 here and like 9ish. Like 9 villagers advantage. Still pretty brutal. What is Niko going for? No usage of his stable archery ranges. We're mainly to get some more arrows out of those towers. Continuing to build more mills. Something we don't see out of Elise. He's not really expanding towards the right hand side. Which actually is okay now because he won't get raided. Now going on to that stone at the gold at the front. I wasn't fine with that. Or at least he wanted to upgrade a bit. A bit surprised to not see a siege workshop from Mr. Nikov. And double monastery switch. Okay. That's something I didn't see coming. So it will be monk siege aggression. Something you don't really want to go for, honestly, on this map. I think it's one of the worst maps because the perfect counter against that is light cav. And on this map, since you have all the free food and the fastest food, like light cav production can just spiral out of control. So if you ever want to give me a list of maps that mongrels are bad on, I think Bedouins has to be on that one. It's not bad, but I don't really see the merit for it. As White Dracont. Okay, Mangnell out now. What does it want to go for though? 17 villagers ahead, still a big lead for Nikov here, and he only has 1 TC, but keeps on collecting stone, so we will see a castle being dropped pretty soon. Switching on to CA as well, has a lot of upgrades on those. Meant arena substitute. Okay. Now, finally TC number 2. And at the other side, Villese is playing this 1 TC. Knows that he needs to get camel production out, otherwise he will die. But, well, even if he doesn't die now, his eco will just be so bad. Maybe he can get something done against that mangonel. Not really. Conversions were around the corner. Crossbows as well. Mangonel, really an aggressive day. Oh, the sheep. I'm not sure if the sheep block was intended. But the sheep, I think it was microed there. That's so weird. Villager misclicked. I'm going down. Is Elise able to hold this at the moment? Seems like the towers and the mangonel are buying him some time, but now villagers are coming forward, and that kind of indicates that we will see the castle being dropped. And well, how aggressively can he drop this castle? At the moment I feel not that aggressively. Since there are 2 towers, 1 mangonel, everything could be risky. Huh. Not really producing out of anything at the moment. Only the siege workshop, so... Heated shot? What? What? Am I confused, guys? Why are we seeing heated shot here? Are camels still ship? Yeah, I like... heated shot only works against ship, right? And camels used to be ship, but I think they fixed that. That's so weird. 1 HP survive here with the mangonel, loses some HP on that. Oh, and that castle is just not that great. Now we have fortresses up for Niko here, adds a lot more farms. Still would love to see him expand a bit more, but well, that's a reasonable time to add some farms for sure. So very active with quite some army. Mangonel, is he trying to take an engagement? I don't really see him going for that properly. Well, he will get some kills actually, but should lose some camels at the retreat as well, or at least some HP for sure. Mangonel down, some skirms, got 1 conversion against him. It actually was a bit better for Villese, but yeah, the castle is up, the eco bonus still massive for Niko. And Elise? It seems like he doesn't want to start the day with the loss here. Keeps on to this game a bit longer, but well, the kill didn't really fly in yet, so I can see the reasoning for that. Tukunukus! Skirm counter, but only +1 attack so far. What are those up to? Oh, whoa, that's an efficient mill for sure. Niko resources, not close to him. Release neither. Nice mangonel shot here. Camels closing down the distance. CA microing back. Oh, mangonel hitting a lot of his own camels here. I don't think that those camels will survive. We'll trade off mangonel against mangonel. And that's a good position for Niko. Oh, he killed a lot of the camels, but skirms are still around. But I don't see Niko ever really being in trouble here if he just stays on mangonel. Chukunu. Maybe add some halberdiers later on if we get him camels, but I don't really see us getting into that phase. British advantage now over 30. Military pretty even. Map control completely dominated by Mr. Niko. Tricky tower here to block that gold spot. We don't have control over that gold yet, so we need to see Elise expanding to another one. Didn't scout the one over here, so cannot expand there, and this one will instantly get scouted by Niko as well. And now goes for the second gold upgrade, an upgrade that we don't see too often if people aren't really boomed out. Wait, why is he making Chinese cav archers? Mobility! That's pretty nice. I think CA are undervalued. Everyone built them when they were AOC hunts, and now they are cheaper. Everyone still feels like, oh, why are CA such a good unit? But well, they got buffed on One of the Kingdoms, so they are a better option than they used to be on AOC. And people didn't really adjust to that, I feel. Niko now up to him. Let's take a look. Camels, very low HP, might not even get that mangonel. Okay, he will. Oh, will he? Yes. And this comes, staying efficient here. Still only one castle, now some raids. Do we see a second castle somewhere? Didn't upgrade guard tower. And +1 defense for the stable, so finally knights will be added, or cavaliers. Therefore Villese needs to switch into heavy camels again. Does not really have the eco for that though. Castles, we will go over that. pretty soon. Again. 110 population against 85. Elise is doing a good job of not dying, taking some aggression, but honestly, oh, it is just a tricky scenario for him. 2 TCs only. Oh, so late. So his boom won't be great. He cannot really catch up as well. And his resources, as we can look, if he wants to continue to produce any camels, will be tricky for him to ever click up. Trying to queue up some more skirmishes, something that I can see. But that is also protective. Niko is in a very controlling situation here. And Niko gets imperialized. Villese GG's this one. Not the most entertaining game here. Niko with the early advantage. After that, Villese kind of at the back foot, did try to push something back, but Niko had the full control here. And yeah, first win will go on to Mr. Niko. Kind of what we expected, being Niko as a better player and having the better Civ here as well. So sweet start for him, and Niko already having 2 wins out of 2 matches that he was not the master of, so good job for him. And both actually were on Paladins. Achievements. KD pretty close, since Niko lost quite some crossman there as well against Mangonel's shots, for example. Well, not really Mangonel shots, but against skirmishes. But well, Niko was just all him. Look at that gold difference as well, double the gold. Just very impressive. And the next game will be Villese against Paladin on Arabia. 2 relics for Niko as well. Sweet stuff for him. And everyone who tuned in, welcome guys. We'll have 7 games of Villese today, and he will play 7 different opponents, as you can see the challengers. Next one will be Paladin, and he will play him on Arabia. So now let's update the score for Mr. Niko, who is now up to 2. So guys, pick 1 map, pick 1 opponent, and play him 1 game. No repeat civilization are the rules for the Masters. Yesterday we had HCDM. Today it will be Villese, who lost his game yesterday and lost his first game today. So tricky scenario for him. See ya, Romolo. Hi, my name is Niko. I uninstalled H1 2 and then decided to reinstall and immediately beat everyone. That's Niko for you. 90, he only had like 2 months break and had been playing for a week or so already, yeah. Do each one of them play the same map as yesterday and still count for their own? It still counts for their own, and the challengers don't have any influence on the map that they will play. It's the master who will decide. But yeah, the map pool is the same as yesterday. Is Elise going to be last? Not completely impossible. Let me think about it. No, I think Paladin will get last. Yeah, he really underperformed yesterday. But yesterday he picked Aztecs against Burmese, and today he is facing the Aztecs, but picked a tricky civilization. Because against the Aztecs of Villese, we will have Koreans being picked. And we will write chat off. Haven't seen Jinghua play in quite some time. He performed well yesterday. What happens if he loses? You will have to see him 5 other maps, and he has more chances there. By the way, guys, I think everyone agreed for Nida's Apartment Cup to not have Koreans. So we have it globally banned for the whole tournament. Simply because this Civ isn't that fun at the moment. It is very strong, yeah, but it's not that it's like super, like it feels imba, but I think it's not like super imba. But it's simply never entertaining games either for the players or for the casters. Nothing wrong with banning Koreans. Thanks. I mean, who is the new champion then? Well, that will be decided on day-by-day basis, and even if he wins, he won't be the master tomorrow. Oh, the double sheep block here, Elise. Oh god, what a screw up. Those two sheep blocking the path thing here. Oh god. Oh, and we don't have any restarts here. That's just, well, that's just sloppy by Elise, honestly. Oh, that block here. And even then, not saving the villager. Ay, that really hurts. That really hurts. So, if you're at Sex, what are you playing against? Koreans. Surprising to me that Paladin is sending 3 on wood here. I think White Tower Rush I prefer to have 2 on wood. But, maybe mass militia defense, something like that. Could that be an option? Why not nerf Korean Tower making bonus and buff war wagons? Well, there is a lot of discussion, especially after, like, on Discord and in my last YouTube video with the Vipers Talk of the Empire, we had a lot of good ideas about nerfing the towers. Memp had some ideas as well. People are discussing this quite heavily, and it will happen in some way, but people don't really know how to nerf them properly at the moment. Ruins will be nerfed eventually, it's just a matter of when. Yeah, that's true. Exactly what T90 is saying. Let's take a look. Maybe we could get one hit off. Up. Nope. Okay. Stole one sheep. That sneaky guy. I'm not sure if I like those two houses, honestly. Villager is walking here and walking back. And even then, is he really gaining map control? He needs to control his stone. I think it makes more sense. And he scouted that gold as well. I think walling off that area is so much better than trying to protect his right-hand side area. That's way too open here. I think maybe just use that gold as a wall like this way and control the left-hand side. But that's obviously me seeing everything and being judgmental after he already did it. So I can see the reasoning why he's doing those walls and trying to protect his gold here. Why is Villese so much ahead when he lost the bill? He's not ahead. 18 against 19. You maybe mean score? That's scouting for the Aztecs. And if you mean villagers, well, I don't know. It's 1919 and Paladin is up. Now sending a lot of villagers to the front, so it will indeed be a tower rush. Kind of what we are expecting. Oh god, don't tell me Elise didn't see that. Oh no. He scouted the other stone spot. Why is he not building palisade gates around the stone? That makes so much more sense. Keep your eagle over here. He knows that the villagers will walk here. And palisade gate that. That would be so much better. Sloppy play after sloppy play, if you ask me. And even that now. Well, this map isn't great. We can all agree on that. Oh no, he's not going forward himself. Oh, and Paladin instantly sees that. And how many villagers are that? 8 forward villagers. Oh, this won't be a fun game. Oh. I'm sending a lot of villagers against that. Can we see some quick words from Paladin? 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses. That looks pretty good for him. The tower will go up for sure. Well, there will be 1 entrance, but villagers will take quite some time to get through there, especially now that there's a fight. I'm trying to get some access from the other way. Some walls, first wall is up, and this is just so ugly. are trying to get some fights, but 5 villagers in the tower already shooting. You don't have a lot of surface area. Yeah, he will micro some, but at the moment already 4 losses here for Villese. Make that 5 now. Another fight over here against that scout, and he is already down to 17 villagers, and this is not the great scenario. Normally you want to have the advantage here. Oh golly, what a tough spot for him. Now trying to micro back with those villagers, getting some okay straight. Militia going down, number 1, and let's go for some more fights, some repairs here. Paladin at the moment 4 villagers ahead. Defensive tower now going up here by Elise as well. The tower though going up here, and well, the repair a bit slower than the kills at the moment, but Paladin now has his second tower up, is sending some villagers in, and Elise, well, he is jumping back into the tower, but this is a tricky scenario for him. Another villager going down, 19 to 21. Obviously the food income here at the back isn't really the greatest thing ever, and Paladin now walling off his villager and can attack the tower. Tricky scenario at the moment. Yeah, the tower's not really fighting against each other. Was focusing a bit on the militia. Kind of a hiccup there. Villagers very low HP. Maybe Paladin can focus that one down. Not really happening at the moment though. Now villagers being sent over. No real eco to produce out of that barracks. Let me see if is he maybe deleting the barracks. Not really happening. Cannot send more villagers in because it's all walled off. Militia going down. That tower actually being ungarrisoned. Uh-oh. Paladin, does he have enough stone? Yes, he does. So he can easily continue repairing. On the other side, we have 88 for Villese. So that's okay for him as well. Now builds the mining camp over here. The tower of Villese is down. Tower gets another kill, or will he? No, the villagers will get it. Villager count 24 to 21, and this tower is still standing, guys. Oh, this is so tense. Now deleting the barracks. The tower will be up. He's trying to snipe that down. Villese, let's see how he micros that. But against 2 towers, it's getting a bit more tricky. Another volley, and he survives. 4 HP here. Enough stone for 2 more towers. Now defensive tower here. It's 5 villagers against 5 villagers. Make that 9 villagers against 5 villagers. So probably both towers will go up. And now villagers could hop in here. Obviously the beautiful spot for him is now that Elise cannot really attack his tower, but he can easily attack the other tower since he has 1 in the back already protecting him. Needs to focus that one down. Nice house here, but will be shot down against the TC. And I believe the tower will go down. And what's the answer of Villese? He does not have enough stone. At the meantime, even starting with some farms here, completely out buried. Oh, and more villagers that are already very hurt here going to the front. Let's take a look at that. Not a lot of micro here against Villese. Not taking the best care ever. Microing down that villager. Do we see another loss here? Yes. 28 to 25 villagers and garrisoned, and Villese is holding this. Putting so many villagers. Not the greatest micro here at the top by Paladin. And those villagers with very low HP. Most of them will actually survive this. 1 snipe down. Can he focus down the other one? Villese microing nicely. Okay. Oh, absolutely hate that he's building the farms around the TC, not around the mill. He knows that more towers are very likely. Obviously, this is the fastest farm that you can build around the TC, but if you know that potentially he could tower rush you or just surround your TC with archers, you always want to have the farms to the back, and especially if you have mill to the back. Oh, 1 villager wants to go for the sneak. Our 2 villagers want to go for the sneak tower. But Paladin said, no. Not in my house. Now needs to control that front area. Slowly running out of stone here. Well, he still has 770 left. More defensive towers, but the eco will be better for Mr. Paladin, who's now even going for fletching, an upgrade that can create even more annoyance. Oh, that's laming won't really happen because the defensive tower of Paladin is already there. And he only has 5 HP on that villager, so could be an unfortunate loss. He does not know about the tower, so probably will just start warding, will get up to 4-5 wards, and then will lose his life. Nice defensive towers here by Villese, or defensive tower. Allowing him to farm a bit more in the back. At least Koreans don't mine stone faster. Oh wait, at least don't get free upgrades and range in extra rage. Oh wait. At least their villagers that are tower rushing don't have more vision, which really helps them. Oh wait. Yeah, it's too many bonuses for the same strategy for sure. We need... The thing is, if you just take away the tower rush from Koreans, they are kind of bad all of a sudden. So you need to give them something.
But nay.
At least they don't have fast levels like Berbers. Actually, yesterday I got tower rushed by a Korean and I was Berbers. And I think Berbers are kind of perfect counter to Koreans. Since you can just attack him with the same amount of villages. If he takes 6, you take 6. And just click on every single one and he can never outrun you. That was pretty sexy. He doesn't really need that defensive tower, right? More of an early tower. Let's focus on that archer, on that villager, not really. Okay, 2 villagers trying to attack this. Elise might not even get that. He has to get that tower up, yeah. But not a lot of HP. Oh, will he? Yeah, okay. But instantly shut down here. A lot of lost mining time though. Game kind of stabilizing now. Both players sitting back on their eco, or at least one player sitting back on the eco. Elise scratching his head and thinking like, what can I do? I heard eagles are good against war wagons. Maybe that's an option. But, my friend. Tricky. Why doesn't anyone go for Inca Tower Rush? They do. Inca forward is pretty strong. What is Paladins Cup? Oh, exclamation mark, Paladin 1v1 could help you. Amazing Knight is helping you already. Hollery was around as well. Hollery had a great idea yesterday, guys. I, in my Discord, asked for ideas for my 100-hour stream. Like, what do you want to see? What should I include for the stream? And he had the idea of like a 1600 playing against a 1700. And when the 1600 feels like, okay, this game is lost, I can not win this anymore, then I co-op the whole time and will take over from that moment and will try to get a comeback rolling. I think that's a great idea and could be really, really funny. I just fear that... Excuse me. I just fear that people might resign too late and I never will be able to get a comeback rolling. But if some people are like early resigners, could maybe do something. Yeah, 100 hours in 1 week, guys. I did a poll if you wanted to see 100 hours in a week or 48 hours in one stream. And the 100-hour stream won. So I will go for that. 1600 wins, he just helps the 1700. Well, That's a scenario that we didn't think of. So pretty crazy. Well, I'm a crazy guy, I heard. 14 hours a day? Yeah, like 14 and a half. We'll start off with a very long German day. And then 6 days of like 14-hour stream as well. Going to be very tough for sure. I just pray that I don't lose motivation at like day 2 or 3 or something. Because if you like, no, damn it, I need to start a 14-hour shift and you aren't even motivated, it's going to be a real pain. Now we can see the beauty of the Koreans, guys. 11 range on those towers, 105k HP, 1.5k HP. Now pressuring that gold spot here, will build a mangonel that is even better than other mangonels as well. And well, the tricky move around by Belize is started here with some eagles, but well, it's all protected by guard towers already. Some walls here, maybe another tower at the woodland, and then he's just so good. Do you wear pants when streaming? Yesterday I didn't, today I do. I already left the house, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, I should learn from the janitor from Scrubs, right? He always said, no trousers, no problem. Oh, defensive castle. Oh god! Where are the eagles? Oh god. Guys, this is GG. This castle cannot go up. What is Villese thinking? What is really? Yeah, okay. Yeah, god. Oh god. Oh god. What was that castle? How did you think? Oh! 5 villagers running in. 2 archers, 1 mangonel, all towers. I will just build. Okay, I will resign. Okay. Well, okay. That was surprising to me. But yeah, power of Koreans. The first attack over here just won the game. The first tower went up, second one behind that. So many losses. Tricky spot. Okay, so Yo would be the 3rd player, but his girlfriend just arrived, and apparently that means he needs 5 more minutes to have some downtime. And you can ask me some questions about how you play Koreans. I can just show you the rec again. So, next player will be Mr. Yo. Okay, maybe they will squeeze in another player, but we won't have edge stacks for sure. Only 5 minutes for his girlfriend. You're up for co-casting. Oh, Mr. Darko Dautovich! Look at that! Training for NAC. Oh, guys, I would be so... I think I will love my life so much if I lay at my couch, have Jordan playing against Tato, and Viper and DauT commenting here, and I will lay over at my couch with beer, Shine to my left, Killer B to my right, Niko smoking a shisha at the side. Oh, that would be so lovely. Okay, so we will play Lux first. Oh, Gotti. You need to trim that beard. Do I? I think I want to get like really heavy beard at the moment. It's very cold in Germany. No, you're dreaming. I am dreaming. And it's a good dream. What is the password for the tyrant? thingy again. Oh, Viper. Okay, so we will have DauT as a co-caster from now on. Speculate at 130, and we will play against Lex apparently and Scandinavia. Yesterday we saw Mongols being picked and being out-countered by Berbers. So let's see about that. And I should give a win to Mr. Paladin, right? So at the moment the players without wins is Lux and Elise, who is the master today. So tricky spot for him now. 0 out of 3. Well, I will trim it eventually, but I think I want to keep it long for sure. And I think I will just start talking in TeamSpeak, and DauT will just have to fit in. So what should our first word be to DauT? You guys decide. It might be on his stream. DauT, grass, pineapple, hail. Okay. DauT, grass, pineapple, hail, shisha, pineapple, hail, hail, outsmarted, DauT.
What's wrong with you, man?
I asked my chat how I should welcome you.
All the good things, man. All the good things then.
Okay, so do you know how this tournament works and how the format is?
Yes, kinda do. Just didn't know that Villese can't pick the same team twice and others can.
Yeah, and that's going to be tricky for him. Berber's his choice. He probably wanted to outsmart his opponent, who maybe could go for
Mongols.
Indeed, that's what we saw yesterday, where Yo outsmarted.
But still, why not just go Mayans either way? It's safe choice against everything, and extra resources with so much hunt is obviously a good thing. Even for fish.
Yeah, so true. And he will play this with maybe 4 boars against 2 or something. He already stole 1 of Elise, and his eagle's still around there. So Elise might not even get this boar at the front. Oh, well, he will.
No. I'm not even sure if Lick stole it or just took it because he thinks it's his. Or no. Let me see Lick's point of view. Oh yeah, he stole it. He knows his 3 boars are right there.
Yeah. He knows everything, and is already sending another villager. Wanted to go for the lame here, and now walls off that area. Interesting.
Full map control, man.
Okay.
Probably want to get him rid of the stone and gold as well in a little bit later stages for the game.
Oh, but he's laming another one. Look at that. So we'll get tricky indeed. Might be 1 against 5 boars here after all.
And it's Mayans, bro. Oh man, no luck today for Villese.
Okay, if you're in the position of Villese now and know that you're likely to face 1 against like 6.5 boars of licks with the Mayan bonus, how would you approach it? Wall it up, drag it out, or?
Roll it off and fish boom to try equalize like that. Like, boars give big advantage in early game, like in feudal, but if it gets to the castle age, it's not that huge of a deal. Okay. But that's the way how Lix will play it. He will try to push feudal age, I feel.
Okay. Oh, Elise is actually taking a boar of Lux now, so after all, it will be 4 against 2 boars. That's more manageable, right?
And he's going for 1 more with villager, or is it for walling?
What are we witnessing? I think he will try to get another boar.
Eagle is there, but low HP. It's doable.
And he will.
He doesn't kill Lom as well.
Okay, looks solid. Okay, but in general, like Berbers if both people are kind of getting their castles up, plumed archers against camel archers, is that really a fight the Berber wants to take?
Yeah, exactly. Man, plum archers are like cheaper, best cost-efficient unit in the game. But look like Lick's making back. Like I said, he will like try to push this in early game. He doesn't want to go through the late game with that war lead he got. But that will deny his dog. He doesn't have dog.
Yeah, it's surprising as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Rush there.
That's kind of pushing it too much, I feel. I mean, Rush on the map where you can fish bomb is never a good option, I feel.
Well, we will see about that on Cross, and we had, what do we have? Coastal is one of the maps we will still have coming up. And they need to decide if you maybe want to Drush or maybe want to build a dock or something.
Well, obviously, it's safer choice every time to go for the dock.
Okay. Did your perspective change moving from AOC to Waterloo Kingdom, since the fish isn't like as crazy as it was before?
I don't know about the change, to be honest. What changed? Fish
I think there's
lower?
more even fish. Like, you remember the old Scandinavia times? Well, you had one part completely without any deep fish, and the other one was like 10 deep fish. Same for like continental or coastal or something. And now it's more evenly spread around.
Yeah, actually, didn't know that. Usually in all Scandinavia, corners had a big fish. Now it's like spread out even. Yeah, good point. Didn't know that.
Okay. You know that I invited you to, that you should be the expert here, right?
I don't know about the map change, man. But yeah, it's a good change.
Yeah, certainly.
But Alex doesn't even care about Fishbone. He is going all in into this aggression. And no loam. Oh my god, no loam.
Yeah, Elise only now getting loom, already losing a lot of HP of villagers there, 1 down, and well, that will be 4 militia, so 4 M&A and 6 villagers aggressively?
While Villese is not even up yet.
Will be tricky. What do you do now? Attack with 10 villagers?
I hope not. He will not repeat the same mistake. This can't work. Why is Slick's running? He got more of everything.
He wants to wait for M&A upgrade probably.
Yeah, but he will get pushed now, yeah.
And now he wants to engage.
But now it's too late. Now it's a bit too late. That was a bit of a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Only like fish, 5 fishers for him. That's nice late if he actually managed to hold these towers from not doing much.
Oh, good stuff.
But house HP is now so much lower. Those walls are just the base now. Just go for the second eye walls behind TC.
Ah yeah. Probably makes sense, but he's not really pushing through perfectly at the moment. And Villese, he will probably get a defensive tower up here, as it seems.
Well, I would like from Nix to see now dog transition, even if it's offensive dog, to get rid of the Village fish, or go for dog safe home for fish boom.
Okay.
Either way, transition would be good for him, and he can afford dog. But I think it's better for him to go for the dog than archer range. He doesn't need archers here. Oh, tower. I think it's in range of TC.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure. We won't know.
And it is, man.
Oh, let's fire heavy here.
Learn to count, man.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's complex math, right?
Well, he should check with couple of villagers in TC, then he wouldn't need this tower. It's kind of waste.
Yeah, that's true. Or can you not like right click it even if you don't have a villager in?
I don't know about that. But at least, I mean, put one villager, check it out, and see if you need tower. Oh, okay. Counter towers are coming.
Oh, hallelujah. And counter dog as well. The dog you wanted to see sneaked around from lurks.
Yeah, good move, definitely. Will Nick see this tower? Oh, he sees the villager making. Oh man, Villese is so much unlucky today. Look at that unluck, man.
Well, and now 6 villagers being sent in, 3 M&A over as well. I
Oh,
think
that's
if he right clicks the tower, he would still get it up though, right?
Yeah, but it will get destroyed anyway. So better
yeah,
just
he
run
needs
away.
to run. Yeah.
What is the economy for Villese looking? Oh, he's aiming for a faster castle age.
Elise, hello, with all that food. He's only behind by 2 villagers, but ahead by 5 fishing ships, so that's pretty sexy for him.
Well, he didn't manage to get the deer out of the licks. Oh, and Lix is taking his deer, so it's even.
Yeah. But, well, we'll take some time before it really kicks him. Because he only just switched onto the deer, and the deer of Elise is, well, at least 5 are used.
Did he lose? Oh no, he moved his wishes. Yeah, it's all good for him then. And now we see the burps bonus, faster galley. You can't run away from that.
He probably just wants to snipe 1 or 2 fishing ships. Belize now going for a barracks. I personally would have went for market stable to get up to Castle Age.
Yeah. But he now like give up from Castle Age. He's spending his food. I don't know what he's planning to do. He doesn't have clean build order or idea how to play it out, it seems. He wants everything and his economy is so stretched because of those towers.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just realized, okay, without my fish, I kind of need to start into heavy farming and just switch around a bit. And most players taking more of the, okay, sit back and try to get a new idea for the longer game.
Yeah, but that's kinda...
Oh,
sorry. That's kinda old school way to think about the game. Go for the economy. Here, just get the castle age and you can produce from the castle like camel archers that only cost wood and gold, and that's easy to collect. You don't need farmers. Only like 4 farmers is enough to produce villagers and get that OP unit out as soon as possible.
But if everyone has OP units, no one has.
Well,
right?
The problem is Lix won't be able to get to the castle age anytime. So. Yeah. He's not even close. Oh, losing 2 more villagers.
I think he won't be more than 2 minutes later.
Well, in this game, it's really like mass against burps. It's all about unique units. So getting faster, like even massing them, be quicker to castle age to be able to mass them faster, to have that critical amount of them faster is so important. This tower, why is the tower going up? Check Villa's point of view. Yeah, he's completely into darkness. He doesn't know what Lix is doing, if it's archers or whatever.
Yeah,
but the tower must go up. Yeah. DauT is like crucial in AOC.
And he indeed is building sneaky archer ranges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's his plan.
Looks getting some water control now.
And with, like Lix now can click up.
As I said.
Yeah. Those deers are good. And here they have stone to drop a castle as well. Question is how much damage those archers will do.
I think this will get tricky. I think he will be scared away from his stone and then needs to build like at least 1 panic tower.
Well, he got market, he can buy, he got gold, he can do whatever he wants.
Oh, no attack sign. I was in Luke's point of view. He didn't get an attack sign. Now he did. Oh, trapping that villager.
This is also when you do sneaky attacks with archers, wait for 5 of them so you like instantly kill villagers. 3 is not enough when you go for the surprise effect.
Yeah, for how long would you have waited? Like 6, 8?
5 is enough.
5.
You don't wanna like overdo it because he only had 1 archer range and like you can run into walls and then it's like risk. But waiting for 5 is like perfect number, I feel.
Because they can 2 volley villagers?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, now moving forward with another tower. Some aggression here, and he is at 654 stone. That is Mr. Lux. So he really does not want to build a defensive tower here.
Well, he made a couple of skirmishes that will do fine.
Yeah, and has fletching. So yeah, he is fine.
And in meanwhile, he's actually fish booming at his lake, so it's really good. Lake's played like everything good here. Oh, he decided to go for counter tower.
Interesting, right?
Hmm? Yeah, not sure why maybe he didn't notice that villager or something.
Okay, so apparently Archer with fletching only does 3 damage against villager, so they will 3 volley
I
villagers.
don't know numbers, I just know they kill them a lot faster when you have 5. So yeah, 3 volleys is fine. I'm not the, like...
Well, yeah,
I'm
yeah, well, four will do 4 volleys, yeah. Okay.
Question is, where will Lix put the castle?
Yeah, 6 will take 3 volleys, 7 will take 2 volleys. Okay, okay. And very defensive one. Tries to defend that back forward, or back base of Elise.
I would prefer if he put that front castle, because he can deny gold in long run.
Yeah, and he is not really protecting his own gold at the front at the same time, which is getting raided now.
Especially when he already made that tower, this castle is like overdoing it. And he will actually lose a couple of villagers as well.
Will he?
Will less, yeah. Will less,
could you remind me how is a castle called where you lose a lot of villagers again while building?
It's only 2, it's not DauT castle yet. It's completed as well.
Ah, yeah, DauT castle. Yeah, okay, okay.
This is not DauT castle, it's working, man.
Yeah. Did you ever see a castle go up that easily?
No, man. That's a new thing for me.
Oh. Didn't you do it like, what was the last series you... Was it like against MBL? Back to you?
Every so much I did it.
Oh.
It's to keep people happy, I know I did it on purpose.
Okay. Well, maybe I should do some bounties. Like
It's
everyone for the Villese Apartment Cup. Every DauT castle where you lose more than 10 villagers and still win the game, you get $50 extra.
That's actually a really good plan, man. But without castle, you can't win the game.
I think it won't change your game style though.
Yeah, you won't lose any monies then.
Yeah.
And this is also siege with trams, but he is overreacting to that 1 archer engine on tower, spending so much resources to get rid of that.
Yeah, a ram.
Yeah, that's like easily 1 TC booming. 1 extra TC, I mean.
Not going for camera archers though. Well, he will be. He has 600 stone, but out of stone income at the front. So that will take some time, and he's doing the +1 defense for his knights. Already queued up 2 of them.
Well, probably to get rid of those annoying plum archers, but still that won't be so efficient. Maybe with purpose because a bit cheaper knight, but still.
Oh, off-topic question. What is better, Janitor or Vietnamese Imperial Skirmisher?
How the fuck should I know, man? I never had that fight. I would go for Imperial Skirmisher, but because
I would go for Janitors.
But it's micro. Well, depends on the like map as well.
Well, the mobility alone.
Yeah, exactly. If it's like straight up fight, Imperial Skirmisher wins. But if you can choose your places to fight, Janitors should do better.
Does he really win? Isn't it like 43 to 70 HP or something?
I don't know the maths, man. I play from experience, and that's fight actually I never had. Not sure if you had it as well.
Yeah, we had it, and we had a long discussion in like at a German LAN we had last weekend. And I was heavily for Janitors, others were for Imperial Skirmishers.
And what did you guys find out? Did you test
Nothing.
it?
I said I will ask the smartest guy I know.
Okay, then Skirmishers win. There you go.
Well, I didn't mean you, obviously.
Well, I know. Trying to be smart, man.
Okay, Eagle Warriors. Now the transition here for Mr. Luxilux, who is leading by a solid 4k to 3k store. 10 pop ahead, military count 20 to 3 at the moment. Pretty big advantage released. What is he up to?
Well, game is, I guess, lost, double population almost. Both the fishing lakes for the leaks as well. And it's like Villese is over investing into like a lot of defensive things, knights, mangonel, towers. That all cost resources. You need to make exactly right amount of the units to defend plan archers or you will fall behind. Like one mangonel is not enough for a couple of knights or towers, but not all three of them.
Yeah, the thing was he was stuck at 599 stone. I think buying 100 stone there would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. And also some towers were useless as well.
Yeah, one of those defensive ones.
And I think
a bit more, but it was
still
tricky.
that tower not completed, he can delete it, get some stone back as well. He's moving to Eagles, planning to go up, or he's trying to finish it in Castle Age? No, he's trying to finish in Castle Age with Eagles.
Yeah, looks is, for sure. But no upgrades on those Eagles yet. You need... I think actually I would wait for even both defense upgrades before really attacking here. I'm a bit surprised that he goes for heavy blow before the defense upgrades.
Yeah, but I guess he only made a couple of figures to get rid of the mangonels, and then plan archers will do the work.
Ooh, drone attack! Ooh.
Like being stuck on knights, defensive knights. When you go knights, you must be offensive and you must have full map control. Having defensive units as knight is somewhere you know you're fucked.
Shot it.
And he will lose this Magonel.
And Eagle's not taking any hits yet. He could potentially even go back. Otherwise he will take a lot of losses against those knights.
It's good trade for Villese.
Feels like it, right?
Yeah, all that for one Magonel. Well, second one now as well.
That was 8 Eagles against 2 Mangonels. Nearly mad.
Go, tell me, man. I need to know for future.
Even, I believe, right? 70 resources times 8 makes 560 resources. 300, 600. Yeah, pretty even, pretty even.
But the difference is Mangonels don't require any upgrade. Well, he needed to upgrade his Eagles.
Well, that's a future investment, right?
Yeah, that's actually true as well.
We're kind of trying to outsmart each other, right?
Yeah, that's like what my premium always do.
Okay. Well, the problem is no one is smart.
Viper smart, man.
Okay. Today I learned. Okay, then Elise even going for the +2 defense now snagged some monks for himself, only got 1 conversion against him.
Get the monk, get the monk! Get the monk up!
Are you clicking?
Yeah. I'm attacking.
Oh, yeah. Well, now they lost quite a lot of HP, pikemen are coming over, and looks like no ballistics yet, but still quite solid losses. Look at his resources, he can build 2 more castles at the moment.
Exactly, time is on like Lick's favor. As game goes longer, more ahead the Licks will go. But yeah, that's why Villese is going for Rams, but I feel it's too late.
Look, still without any upgrades on his pikemen or infantry in general. So weird.
Well, they still do enough. Like, average of pikemen, like +1 armor against knights, it's not that big deal.
A +1 armor wouldn't be important, but +2 attack would really help them out.
Well, those bronze knights are doing the damage.
Yeah, feels like it, right? Do we have ballistics? Oh, we don't even have university yet. Oh.
Well, if villager number wasn't this high in the difference, game would be even, but not like this.
Yeah, probably. Tough situation. Military count now 22 to 17. But obviously the better units here for Villese. Water control still on the side for Lux at both sides, but now Villese is redocking the top. That's a bit at a weird moment in the game, right?
Late. Who cares about fish at this this point of the game.
Round attack. Ooh.
But yeah, Lex is taking bad fights, but obviously he can afford it.
Yeah, he will be up to him pretty soon as well, building another castle and can even build a fourth one as well. So pretty sexy spot for him. Now taking a fight with the pikeman. Oh, the plumed archer's going into the mangle ground attack
He
here.
just want that castle to go up.
Yeah, oh god, so heavy losses. And I think he will manage that if he right clicks. He...
What? No.
He will.
And it's against Sovereignty, losing all those knights. Lix is even getting further ahead now, and he's also up.
Yeah, but it's advantage still 24 in favor for our player from China here. Still no upgrades on the pikeman. Now trying to at least get one attack upgrade out there. Obviously won't have any effect on those knights yet. Getting conversion against the plumed archers. Elise, how can he possibly still have a chance in this one?
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, its score is not that high, so he thinks maybe there's some chance, but as soon as he hits Imperial Age, he will call it, I guess.
Yeah. How about mass janitors now? Against pikemen, plumed archers? Is that an option?
I don't think the janitors do that well against pikemans. Because pikeman got the bonus and you can hit and run forever, but he needs damage dealer units, he needs to kill economy, not defend. Like janitors to defend, if he was ahead with villager number, sure, but now he needs to do something, he needs to kill. That's not the best unit to kill.
Oh, he's going for the skirmishes now. Just trying to hold on. Looks, yeah, well, that's an in-your-face castle for sure.
Age, yeah. Castle there and Imperial Age is definitely a good reason to call it.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. A bit unlucky games for Villese.
No, truly. So, how, like, it didn't really feel like the boars were the big problem. How did Villese lose this one?
Boars were the problem because faster feudal age, the pressure was doing a lot of the damage there. Like he didn't kill that many villagers, but forcing all these houses, all the idle villagers, it piles up. It slows down his fish boom, his transition, and I think biggest Villese problem was he was indecisive what to do. He wanted fast castle, then he switched to the archer's aggression, then like he went a little bit of everything. Also making too many towers that cost obviously stone, that's economy. Like imagine he had like 4 or 5 towers, that's like 600 resources, that's almost enough for castle age. All those small mistakes pile up and game seems like easily lost.
Feels Villese, man. And he actually had the better KD, since all the eagles were unupgraded. He took some good fights with the mangonels against the plumes there, but the eco advantage was really what made Lux the dominant force on this map here, and yeah, now I'm
having better kill death ratio with knights against pikemen doesn't mean you're ahead. It just knights are the most expensive unit in the game. Like, resources wise, I think Lix fights were better, man.
Not too sure. He really invested a lot of plumes there. The pikes were heavily under upgraded. Well, next player
it's
will
Burbs Knights as well, so maybe a bit better trade for him, but still, Lix could afford it.
Okay,
what's in this game?
We have Lux winning his first one here. So the only player at the moment in this tournament who still does not have a map win even after 4 played maps is Villese.
Poor guy.
Feels out, man. Feels out, man.
Man.
So, if you play against Mr. Yo, what map would you pick? Coastal, Nomad, Regicide, Fortress, or Islands?
I would pick Regicide Fortress against anybody, but...
Yeah, that's dumb. Well, didn't you lose ZD DauT Cup against Yo?
No,
I think you threw a game there, right?
No. I beat Yo, I lost against Rio. I threw it, I was winning -4 and he got me.
Yeah, and you there was one big move where through. I honestly don't remember what happened.
He took my king, man. I was winning the game and he went everything, like 10 rounds to get my castle and send all his army.
That was a good game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
Freaking real. He was saying, I'm sorry, man. You're not sorry, you won, obviously. You go for the win, it's all good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then I would say let's take 2 minutes to talk to our chats.
Yeah.
And then we are back with the release against Yo.
Yeah, see you in 2 minutes.
Okay, so how does that tournament work? We will have one master and he will play against 7 players and decide what civilization he wants to go for. And one map. He'll be end up missing a chunk of T90's 24 hours. Oh, what? So how do you like that so much, so far, I mean? Hype song could be played during ECL finals. We had it prepared for Gamescom finals as well, but then had some technical difficulties. Do you prefer cats or dogs? Dogs, by far. Frank Xiaoqi, greater nearly. What? Live version of Hype Song. That would be the dream, right? I don't like the island game from yesterday, but the part that it was entertaining. Well, it was a short game, right? NAC dates, exclamation mark NAC will help you out. And we will see Coastal. Ah, that's the guy who beat me in DauT Cup. Ah, that really hurt. That really hurt. I have a long list of excuses for that. Ah, long list. But let's not talk about that and jump into game number 4 here. Mr. Yo against Villese on Coastal. And I hope that DauT will be with me again.
Yes, I'm here, man. I'm talking with my people like you order.
Yeah. Need some, like, time to connect with your chat again, answer questions. Tell them, all those people keep asking me, telling and talking about DauT castles. What is it? Could you explain it? And then you have to say, like, yeah.
Just watch one game of mine.
Yeah. Actually, every game.
A couple of games.
Okay, so now we're looking into Coastal Melee against Malians. What would you prefer?
Malians. On every map, Malians are the most solid team in the game for every single map. The only problem is not super powerful units in Imperial Age, but until then, they have all the tools to do absolutely everything.
Oh, only for Rimba, Campbells and Cavaliers, and only SO. So
but that's
yeah. and champ cards. They're so bad in Imp. Yeah.
They don't have Halberdiers. They don't have +3 range on skirms. They're decent in Imperial Age, but not. They don't have like super powerful units like, I don't know, Magdai, Camel Archers, Plum Archers.
Okay,
Nothing to pull them ahead.
So should we open a balancing thread that you want to have Mango Dice for Malians now?
Well, that would help them. That would help them. Or at least put Paladins with +7 attack. Oh boy. Then they would be the one of the most powerful team in Imperial.
Yeah. Wow. That would be good.
Yeah, imagine that, man.
Well, there are also still people saying we want bloodlines for Franks, so there are some crazy ideas around.
I think Franks are more than fine now.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. Okay, Mr. Yo will dock the very north and Villese will walk to the left-hand side. Melee.
Well, problem for Villese, he can't pick two he likes. He needs to to make a strong plan for every map. Obviously, Malians are better here. I wonder what he's saving Malians for.
I have no idea. Should we quickly look through the remaining maps? We still have Island, Regicide Fortress, and Nomad? Nomad is pretty good, yeah.
But then maybe with the Italians for Nomad.
Or
even Italians
Persian, Chinese. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we have
Go ahead.
islands. We have islands, so we probably want to save
yeah,
Italians for that, right?
Yeah, true.
Apa sasananya bagi
But then again, Villese, like Mala is tricky too. Maybe he got something planned here. Some good aggression.
Dinda?
Oh, getting a villager killed there at the top. The one going back from the dock. And, well, you're not fighting back at all. Only very little.
That's a good move. Like on coastal Baltic type of map. Always stay on scout soon if you can. Snap dock villager is such a good lead. He was a bit too late, but still, one villager is enough. Oh, that shit there, oh man.
Oh. Yeah, you're not used to being watched by you and playing with so much pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah, I think that's why he killed that ship there. At
Okay,
this point
if
I
you
would give up on that ship. I wouldn't don't care about, like, it's inefficient now. He's losing more than he's gaining.
yeah, and you're all about efficiency. So
Exactly. No my
So if-
mining camps.
if you had melee in this situation, what strategy would you go for? Is it a
Obviously
forward?
something super aggressive, yeah, something forward. Probably archers. I wouldn't care about water. Just go for the archer aggression. But then again, it's like it can be tricky if you can wall in, your aggression is dead, and you're basically game over at 10 minutes. But it's a nice way to do tricky win. One trick pony win.
Obviously, looks like some water approach out of Elise here. Building a second dock. No villagers on gold yet, though.
Apa sasananya?
Well, this is something I definitely don't agree. He got melee, he wanted water pressure, then put that dock as close as possible to the Johan. He knows where your dock is. Why is he, like, distance is so long. You take like 2 minutes to get to the fishers.
Huh.
Oh, and look what Yo is doing. He's going aggressive online with towers.
Interesting. That's something we didn't see coming, right?
Yep.
4
I
on
would
berries.
guess Malins would play defensive and try to get economy lead. Not like this.
Oh, and Yo actually had 42 HP to 21 or something there, and now will lose his scout since he's later up to feudal late. And that's a nice advantage for Elise, but I doubt that he will scout that forward tower.
No way. Only if he stream cheat, man. But that tower is like, where can he put it? Map for less is very good to defend.
Elise won't see that tower. Mr. Yo probably wanted to build that tower there so that he can attack the gold at the same time.
Still, he can mine it, it's not that big deal. Still, it's not worth it. If second tower goes up on his woodline, then it will be worth it. Oh, you know why he's doing this? Oh, how can I not see this? Look at the woodline for Villese, that's all he got. That's all he got. If second tower goes up, it's good game.
Well, you can still run to the top, right? And some stragglers
Yeah.
left. He has quite a lot of stragglers, right? 6 around.
That's not efficient, and soon the towers will go up on top as well. If towers go up, it's your game. Oh, and let's notice it.
Oh, defensive tower of the last now. Let's see. 5 villagers against 2 there.
But it's not important. He will be in this tower, but Yo will just go back, make further tower. Villese will not be able to chop that wood. Either way.
Yeah. Well, he's going for lumber camp to the very far left, but that's actually where he wanted to stonewall, and it's one tile away as well. So
I like that. That's DauT lumber camp.
okay, water is the win for Villese now. So his 5 fishing ship will be somewhat uncontested.
Yeah, that's
it's
only good
really
thing
fires
for him
up.
right now. Yeah, Yo will definitely smart to tower rush when he sees wood line of Villese that he can get every wood line out of the game.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
sure
cool.
why he's going back with villagers. Make one more tower just to be annoying on the second lumber camp. That's quite weird.
Interesting for sure. Not endless amount of stone. And Elise is now sending a lot of villagers forward here. Is he trying to take this tower down? That should never work, right?
Yeah, it will not work. There is no way. Even I would be able to quick wall that. I think
okay.
I would.
Well.
I would try at least.
Yeah, you would try. Okay, we can agree on that. Oh, but, well, more important thing is that the aggression is coming through the center now. Some archers out, and Mr. Yo is trying to rush out tower himself now.
Problem is, Villese doesn't have stone and towers are like the key factor in aggression.
Uh-oh, but no quick walls around that one.
He didn't see that he will send 8 villagers. Now he's that's weird.
You would have stayed, right?
I would stay. I would win or lose the game right there.
Well, I think you can never win it. You can. I think you can. If you fight there, you can lose the game.
Well, he already sent 8 villagers. Why send 8 villagers if you don't want to take tower down?
And surprisingly, the eco lead is so big for Villese. Look at that, 7 villagers. They had 5 fishing ships as well. Archers around.
Fishing is helping. This is why I don't agree with you not making tower next to the lumber camp, second lumber camp, to hit stone as well. That tower would be really, really important.
Yeah, probably.
Well, he will probably make it soon enough, but it will be maybe too late. Like Malay already got 3 villager lead by faster feudal age, and with 3 fish boom, yeah. The last position is not that horrible.
Well, he still has like 8 idle villagers simply because he's still running around with them on the map.
I guess he thinks he's further behind than he actually is.
Well, you can just look at the score. He's endlessly ahead.
That can be scouting. It's like he sees his economy is trash. He got so much idle villagers and that lumber camp. I can and look at the berry as well. It's all inefficient, and he's trying to do the damage.
Okay, well,
and
now
he's playing it cool. Stone tower, all good. I mean stone wall. What I would like to see from you is transition into water now. Take that back as well.
Is it really that important?
It's more important to deny enemy fish, and then it's like double effect. Deny enemy fish and you take it as well.
RMB level 3 sub. Thank you so much, mate. 1973.
I mean, also Villese got future better economy because faster castle age. That's like 4 more extra villagers. Oh, 2 dead villagers. Okay, now I start to like Villese position more and more.
So Yo's tower rush there in the center. How efficient will that be?
Good for position, but he's investing it so heavily. Villese will be able to get castle age so much faster.
Will he really? Look at the resources. 300 food for Elise, no more food income here. And at the same time, Yo is at 630. And he has some farms running for himself.
Because Villese didn't add... Now he's adding extra fishes, that should came a lot sooner. But then again, I wasn't checking his wood economy. Obviously that tower disrupt that. Oh, tower on the stone. Yeah, Villese just got enough.
And Mr. Yo running from woodline to woodline as well. And yeah, Villese, he is... Well, he's completely seeing this.
Come on, oh, he's not losing stone in those tower wars is so freaking awkward. Now
that's just sloppy.
Yeah.
He still didn't notice. Now he's pulling villagers.
Now he's mad. Now going for the counter tower, yeah, this is big mistake.
And well, the towers, can they not reach each other?
With fletching they should be able right now.
No. I cannot click the tower. They're out of range. Oh, this one tile too far away.
But when they get fletching it will be fine.
Yeah. But that will take some time.
It's in range, Oh, because
No.
Villese
Oh,
got,
yeah, Villese already has fletching. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, big attack on the other side against Mr. Yo's tower there, by the way.
Well, those 8 villagers did the work. They seem like useless one, but they did a lot of damage. But again, as longer game goes, Villese is losing woodlines. This one, and oh, look at those finally. He make farms.
So Yo having the resources to pick up for quite some time now. But no market, no blacksmith, no stable archer range. He's only building those markets and blacksmiths with only 1 villager now. Huh.
Problem for Villese, his economy is so stretched out all over the place. Knights will destroy his economy right away. And your economy is perfectly set up for that, I think. Well, not really, actually, a mistake. He got a lot of food, but not many farmers.
Yeah. Okay, now another attack into the towers of Yo here. Elise will lose another villager. Oof. Uh-oh. And now he will lose the rest.
Yeah, that's...
Why is he attacking there?
Yeah,
oh,
he
looks
is
like
making
auto
some-
attack.
Yeah. That's yeah. He's making some bad moments, definitely.
Oh, and I love that Mr. Yo is sending a villager around just to scout the area. Look at
It's
that.
for
He's
stables
oh,
or for
potentially.
tower on the woodline,
Well, he still doesn't have a barracks.
and then can be stable.
Okay,
Finally,
well,
he's making barrack.
yeah, Mr. Yo lost his gold because he got landed by archers in the top. I'm sending villagers around, and he is building a dock over there. Tries to redock. Okay, interesting. Oh, what a scrappy game.
Yeah. Yo made it look like this.
Finally fletching.
What units Yo will make his castle age soon and doesn't have anything to like do in castle age.
I will try to go for some knights, but well, he will get pushed away from his other gold as well.
But why
And
this
he-
defensive stable, man? Just make it as front and knights in but those farmers. Look at those farmers. 1 knight will end the game.
Will it really end the game?
Well, what would you do when you see now like 1 knight going there? There is no tower, there is nowhere to hide.
It's tricky.
He doesn't even have barrack there.
Oh, maybe he feels like, okay, I need to clear up my gold first.
Well, yeah,
Gosh.
he's paying the gold. And like I said, the plan of that 4 villages is to take the last woodline of Villese, not to make stable. I think he could have done both.
Yeah, a bit surprising for sure. Oh,
And
so many
power-
villagers at the gold lost there. Yo, suddenly down to 34 villagers. No fish for him against 9 fish and 45 villagers. The ego advantage just heavily in favor of Elise.
And also Malay instantly get into the castle age. Good thing for him.
What would you go for as Malay now?
Well, probably a couple of months and try to transition to crossbow. He already got like archers around. Yeah, he's going for ranges. Yeah, he's going for crossbow.
And adding the monastery as well.
And no armor upgrade for Yo. Those knights will die so freaking quickly.
Yeah, crossbowman. This looks good for Villese. Still lots of map control. Now he will lose fish though. Let's take a look what the demo can do. Oh, well, not the greatest connection.
Still nothing to protect those fishers now.
Yeah. And he will lose at least like 3-4 fishers, if not even more.
Well, I liked the original plan from Yo to take wood out, and then he stopped. Like, Villese is still taking second lumber camp. It's working efficiently, and that can be denied so easily and so long ago.
Yeah, true. Did Yo maybe not realize how badly the wood was positioned for Villese? That he had everything on the right hand side and Yo just wanted to go forward and then like didn't know how strong his push could have been?
But probably, I don't know actually, he should continue, like, he committed into all-in strategy, just continue doing that. But I think those 8 villagers pressuring Johan took him out of his plan. Like, he had to make 3 towers at home, some idle villagers on stone, he couldn't afford all the towers he liked. And again, power of Malay, getting up fast.
Yeah, so true. And now the battles, I think...
That definitely makes no sense.
I wanted to say, that's one of the worst units you could go for, right?
Yeah, exactly, like against crossbow that obviously are coming, we're going for Gibitos.
Well,
Only good thing about Gibitos, he doesn't need upgrades.
Yeah, and he has some mobility there, but still. Huh.
Well, probably hit extra stone and like, let's drop the castles for protection, capable Gibitos as well.
Like
Let's
that.
see this fight.
I think both should lose quite a bit, right?
Don't fuck around with Gibitos, man, look at them.
Well, it's like... Yeah, but it was a tower with 5 villagers in there as well. And they did quite a lot of damage.
Like, micro potential of crossbow against Gibito is what wins the fights, but not like this.
Speaking of experience...
Yeah, you know my crossbow micro, man.
Ah, okay.
Are you playing in Nili's apartment, like in your own tournament?
I won't play now.
Come on, sign up. Let's see your power, man.
Oh. Well, you know, I made it invite only because well, if I didn't...
Invite yourself, man.
Well...
Oh, DauT walls.
You mean at the gates there, the houses there? And he even will snag the ramp for himself as well. And the tower could maybe go up. I think it shouldn't, right?
Yeah, those crossbows should, but he's not... Yeah, now he is.
But Yo is only 5 minutes just behind now, 97%. Oh! 98. Oh.
Still damage is kinda done there. And also Villese losing all fishes to one freaking fire galley. And having 1 idle villager there. Villese is playing so sloppy. 9 idle villagers, it's like... Really sloppy by him.
Yeah, and his eco is so weird. Looks really like a Nomad start here, right? How they're like tower rushing, how they're moving. So weird.
That's how Yo wanted to look, this game look like. Villese couldn't do better, but fix your idle, if only fix his whole idle villagers whole game, he would basically be able to do anything right now.
Boah, this is getting tricky. Yo is getting full control of this game all of a sudden.
Yeah. This makes no sense. It's like I was 100% sure that Villese won this game when he hit Castle Age, but now that push on the towers, like now full map control for Yo.
Yeah, and for the first time I think Yo will take the lead in villagers here. It's so weird.
All on the castle, that's good game castle. That's the last gold and wood lines as well.
Uh-oh, where's the answer of Elise? He has no stone, he has 1 mangonel, no more mangonels queued up. I think he might get a shot off. But he's also focusing on the left-hand side. At the moment, not attacking the villagers. Yo needs to micro a bit. Oh, that was so lucky.
Yeah.
That was so lucky for Yo.
Yeah, that castle is going up now for sure.
And a ground attack. Oh god, that was so lucky that he got the mangonel kill there. Will the castle go up?
DauT castle.
I'm not sure if I should trust your judgment there.
That castle should... What is he doing with crossbow?
Focus down the knight.
Kill the knight.
Oh no, went to the wrong side. Oh, if he had the mangonel still left and the crossbows there. Okay.
Toku should be closer to Mangonel, then this castle could be denied a little bit more. But no way.
Oh, new Mangonel coming out, and Yo suddenly taking the score lead. After being behind like 3k to 2k points. Oh, this is brutal.
No gold income, yeah. There is no gold to take. For example, imagine if he didn't lose those 8 actually villagers that he was pushing on towers and like lose them to try to kill towers. Those could be like gold miners on the right side,
well,
make even TC.
Yeah,
So
he still has
different.
3 villagers at the very right side to get gold, so he could edit TC there. Has enough resources actually.
I think he's aiming for Imperial Age, collecting resources.
That makes no sense, right?
Well, if he got the castle up, it makes sense, but yeah, no castle for him.
How much is he on stone? 3 villagers.
3.
Now adding more TCs. No, he's not aiming for castle, I believe. Oh, and Tibedo's now in the eco.
Is he booming at home? No, he's going for aggression.
Yeah, now adding the second TC. Oh, look at this gold camp. That's pretty unfortunate. Really, he's floating so many resources.
Like he's AFK, man. He's not making units, he's not making... He spent stone, where did he spend stone? Oh, he's making TC now.
No. He added the TC and he's also tower rushing a woodland that Yo isn't taking.
Oh,
at the top.
Okay. Yeah.
More crossbows around there, tries to go onto more farms, but honestly, there is no real counter against Mangonels alone at the moment.
He needs castle there, Imperial fast with Malay, and then he has a chance, but yeah. Too late. Not lucky day for Villese.
Yeah. Some of my chat even said, like, is this the Villese getting tower rush day? Oh, tricky.
Yeah,
tricky.
Tower rushing him.
Oh.
Imagine Regicide Fortress, somebody pick Koreans against him.
Yeah. By the way, you didn't answer in Skype for the last week.
Oh, me? That makes no sense.
I did ask you if it's fine if we ban Koreans for Nili's Apartment Cup.
I would normally say yes, but because it's a LAN event, I think having Koreans there would be fun. Like imagine like Viper and me playing, looking at each other, and I'm tower rushing at him and laughing at him in real life. Like fun effect of having Koreans in LAN is really big.
Okay, well then we will keep it included.
There you go.
Okay, I think all the other 5 players agreed to have it banned, though.
And you will listen to me, so it's all good.
Yeah, well, I will not listen to you, but I will accept one single veto. So Yo won this one. We don't know how, but he did. And
but normally, yeah, like I said, Koreans are boring to play, like annoying, but in LAN it's different, man. In LAN, like just Viper knowing I would have Korean before the game or any other player, I would so much make fun of him. Different.
Okay, well then we have to include it apparently.
There you go. 1 man against 5, and you pick my opinion. I like that even more.
MVL in my set saying he will make sure to pick Koreans against you and trust you.
Well, still, yeah, it will be not that fun, but it's LAN, man. It's supposed to be more fun even than like super focused.
Okay, now Villese against the Max. Would you pick Islands?
He decide maps or they're indoor? Oh, he picks map against each player.
Yeah, exactly. So he has Islands, Regicide Fortress, and Nomad left, and has Jinghua, ACCM, and the Max.
Well, I don't know how good Max is on water. Probably ACM is the weakest one on water, I feel. And against Chinese players, you usually want to go for Imperial Age, and unless he's Yo is the best Imperial Age player I ever saw.
What?
Yes.
We didn't play a deathmatch in a long time.
Oh, he picked actually islands.
Against the max. Well, somewhat makes sense. And oh boy, tell me about those civilization
Koreans.
stars.
Oh, they just troll him now. At this point, they troll him now.
Oh, why?
This is why Koreans must be included in Paladins Cup.
To see them being picked on islands?
Well, I don't know the maps, or did you even decide maps for the Nilis apartment?
I kind of did, yeah. We won't have islands.
Will we have Regicide?
Yes, we will.
Or like Korean towers from Dark Age on Regicide, oh boy.
Well. Oh.
So what do you think Max will do in this game?
Turtle ship rush.
And also he can make transport ship in Dark Age. Oh. This will be a fun one. I'm happy this is not Italian war.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So it kind of has to be towers, right? There's no other option.
Yeah.
Dark Age landing, 5 villagers.
All of those towers are good for defense as well. He can go like fast castle and drop defensive towers. Like Koreans are good with towers. Can do a lot of things.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely opening tower rush, and then like making one tower behind dock is also annoying.
Yeah. Okay, tell me, what is the big weakness of Koreans on water?
He will not have fish bomb.
And you don't have demos.
Oh, that.
Oh, that.
You never play Koreans on water, man, and demos were not the big part of the game until Warlord Kingdom as well.
Yeah, well, now they are. And Koreans kind of have trouble against mass fire galleys then.
But turtle ship destroy
Turtle
those.
ship are pretty sexy, yeah.
And you don't need castle for those, right?
Yeah, you don't.
It's an option.
Yeah, truly.
Just make 2 of them and repair them forever now. Make one tower next to dock so he can't snipe the villagers. It's masterpiece.
Oh, that would be really masterpiece. Okay, now let's take a look, since we have some time, at the food, at the fish again on water. You see how evenly it's spread if you take a look at the minimap? And that changed from AOC to Warlord Kingdoms.
Something I didn't know, and it's really good change. But nobody, since Warlord Kingdom, I think we didn't have single water map.
What?
In tournament, it's all about land maps.
You're kidding me, right?
Which, tell me one tournament that had Escape Gaming tournament or...
Yeah,
King
all
of
Escape
Desert,
Gaming
King of
tournaments
Asia.
had mass Baltic, mass migration. Well, you maybe never got that far in the tournaments. Oh wait, you weren't there in Cologne, right?
Oh, wait, that were you playing as well? Oh, you were specking there as well, man. Casting. If you're not good in this game, you can always cast. That's why I'm playing.
Well, I actually played. I got, well, the same amount of wins against Winchester as you.
I got second like 3 times, man. It's some monies at least.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think Robo might have more monies from Escape Game tournaments than you.
Well, that's next level, like when you can't cast anymore, just be an admin.
Yeah.
It's like perfect plan, man.
Yeah, and look at me, I'm doing all 3 things.
You suck at all 3, man.
Yeah,
You must
feels
focus
really
at one
bad.
only.
Okay, what should I focus on?
And
Hosting
definitely
hippo
not on
tournaments?
playing. Hosting
Okay.
tournaments is for you, man.
Okay.
Oh, will we have some poker tournament there?
Oh, we should, right?
Well,
Maybe
King
we
Viper
will
likes to
do...
gamble. Hickory will be there.
I think it makes sense if we, for example, like take our laptops and just do like a poker home game, like a Poker Stars 6-player home game.
Oh, that can work as well.
That I think make more sense than to do a table, because then people can spec as well.
You're all about sellout.
All about sellout. No, people want to see.
Viper.
People want to see that.
You can cast it with like webcam.
Yeah.
Make
yeah.
like a webcam for each player so I can show the cards and.
Without whole cards. By the way, Villese is the one going for the first transporter.
Well, that's smart. He knows he doesn't need to play standard, so.
Yeah. And the Max is just playing this fast castle.
Turtle ship.
Interesting.
Robo is saying, what are you talking about me? No. Nearly saying some bad things and try to defend you as always, man. You know I love it.
As always.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the plan from Villese?
Well, probably archers, right?
And he is walling at home.
He's walling like back.
This is why I need Koreans in tournament, man. Like you're so scared of towers and you can just play standard and pull ahead.
Okay.
Look how much he's investing into palisade and everything. He won't be able to afford like even the archer range.
And he won't have any stone as well. He's walling both his stones off. Oh, I'm not sure if Elise really wants to show his... Why is Elise showing his scout there?
Oh yeah, that's a mistake.
That's just bad.
But he needs to know the map. He probably wanted to hide it and run into house right away.
Do you really need to know the map?
Well, you want to know where the stone is, you want to see where to hit. And now when he's checked the stone, oh, Max is not taking stone, he's not tower rush me.
Yeah, but still, like, you don't need to know it now, right? It's fine to know it 1.5 minutes later.
Well, I agree, but it's like standard mistake. You have idle scout, you wanna use it.
Yeah, but that's how
Niko
and Tado did throw their Team Islands game against you and Viper.
Forgot to
in the 2v2 Escape Gaming tournament.
Yes.
The finals, game number 5.
Oh, they landed us.
Yeah, they landed in between you, and they showed the landing too early with the scouts, and therefore lost the game.
Yeah.
They could have won that so easily. Oh god.
Easily, yes, easily. Not easily, man.
Easily. Just rewatch it.
Vipers so hard.
Yeah, you'd won.
Oh, transport ship, it will die.
It won't.
Okay, it won't.
I know my timings. Oh, he could have blocked with a fishing ship.
Yeah, that's imagine Masterpiece blocking it, like japping like Warcraft style.
Yeah, surround.
Like, sick.
Yeah. Defensive towers coming up. Never will get tricky. One turtle ship alone should kill everything, right?
Yeah. Koreans are so cool and you want to play without them.
Oh, well, I didn't have your wisdom.
Yeah. Don't listen to those players, they don't know anything.
Okay, Villese Eco now, well, 26 food, no real income. Poor fishing ship at the moment.
Yeah, he was like to say, will Max remake dock, and he is making second dock. He will be able to save all fishes, send them there, take map control with a couple of turtle ships. Masterpiece working.
Oh, so in your face, man. Koreans. Might be the strongest civ.
It's the most fun to play with, not to play against. Maybe like limit, every player can use Koreans once in whole tournament or something like that.
Well, we will need to talk about the format. Maybe you get onto Skype, answer me some, and...
That would be helpful, I guess. That's
you'd wonder how communication could be efficient if two parties are communicating.
Normal people do it, yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, and 2 defenders towers here by the Max. He is just so super safe.
And soon to the guard towers as well, yeah. I want to see those turtle ships.
He has enough resources to build one. I think they got cheaper as well now, right? Like 160 from initially 200. Oh, I don't think the Max has a hotkey. Yeah, hotkey. Yeah, that's what I said. He did a fire galley, and then his dock was idle for 15 seconds, and then he paused. Probably didn't have the hotkey for turtle ship.
It's a big tell.
Yeah, like I'm Koreans and I need to set up one hotkey. Yeah, it's
What
surely
could
not
it
like,
be?
yeah.
Well, the max economy is not that good, but Villese is not close to pick up. He needs to abuse market, sell everything, use the cheaper upping time for the Italians. But even he only got one inefficient lumber camp. His economy is super bad as well.
6 on stones pretty soon. Villagers on berries not really working properly. Still aggressive ones. Well, he's annoying the gold somewhat, but still.
That's so cool, man. I want Koreans.
Did you follow King of the Hippo? No, you probably didn't see a single game, right? Yeah. You had your 24-hour stream at that time. So, yeah, you're excused. We had one Rippled game where there's a lot of shore, and we had Koreans at the set sieve. So, a lot of people went for turtle ships, and other people went for, like, harbor deer ram rushes. This was pretty brutal as well.
Actually, it's something we don't have experience with, like, turtle ship in the real game. Nobody ever made them for, like, 20 years.
That's true. I remember Grant did it in a serious game in like 2003 or something. I still have a record of that. But yeah, you still needed to build a castle and
make
everything.
a castle, make expensive turtle ship as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, turtle ship doesn't one-shot a fishing ship.
He needs to split seas, and I don't know why he didn't fish boom as well. Italians fish boom is like the strongest advantage they get in water.
Another aggressive
finally
tower.
able to click up.
Yeah. Or will he wait for 800, 200?
But his wood economy, oh man, that's so weak.
Okay, now let's see turtle ship for the first time fighting.
Oh, he needs 2 of them. One is not gonna do it. Don't waste it, go back. Will he actually win this fight?
No.
No way. 2 of them and hit and run, single shot, that would be so much efficient.
Yeah. Losing a lot here at the front. Villese in the meantime while he was trying to fight off the turtle ship. Let's see, is there another one queued up? Oh, he lost the dock in the south.
I wonder what Mac's plan is now. Will he boom out? He's not committing it to turtle ships, he only had 1. Well, even if he loses this game, he is the hero in my heart, man.
He's trying to micro some now. And even sends a villager to repair.
Just one moment.
And yeah, we don't know what any of those 2 players are doing. So weird. 1 dock from both players, no extra TCs yet. Mass towers here. Obviously not going to input that little eco. Another guard tower, and now he's up to 2 turtle ships. And it's getting tricky for Elise. Has to be more land aggression, right? Still villagers around. But how can he attack on land here? I don't really see that happening. Maybe another transporter. I think, yeah, there's a transporter and the tower rush. Okay, he will be guarded by those turtle ship. And now we'll start the tower rush. On Villese Island. And then the show begins. Crossbow upgrade as well. And crossbows will be landed. But where does he think he can do something? Oh, this is just... yeah, unraidable eco. And that's still without botkin. Oh, without fletching even. Aye. Full hits there, and the max, he didn't even scout Villese Island properly. So, well, that won't be the greatest tower. Yeah. Well, that tower rush, that tower luckily didn't go up.
Yes,
Welcome
so you're
back.
Did I miss something?
Well, we will have a landing coming in from the Max now. He first landed on one of the small islands, but then thought better of it. And is now starting his tower rush.
Yeah, Korean Tower Rush it's not like you must do it in Feudal, you have time, you can do it at any point of the game, even in Imperial Age. Those are freaking sick.
Yeah, and Elise did upgrade Crossbowman, but then cancelled it, which I believe is a very good option. Now we have.
They will not do enough.
Yeah.
Oh, his reaction when he sees the first tower.
Yeah, and that's just so
happening.
beautiful.
It's happening.
Oh, that would be so lovely to see the face of the Viper when you land him at towers.
Castle
Oh.
there?
Defensive castle.
Well, I would like it more front to defend gold easier. And
Yeah,
the bigger
surprisingly,
part of the
you
map.
are advising him to build a more aggressive castle.
That maybe makes sense that I'm not the right person to say, but he had time.
The tower is up now. And another one.
Well, not even Koreans should be able to deny this castle.
Yeah. And now he will tower rush the back as well.
But like, you need freaking castle to defend Korean towers.
Which account? Somewhat even. Villese 4 behind Fish at the moment. Only 1 for the Max, none for Villese. And the tower rush at the other side is now starting as well.
Awesome. Koreans best on water as well, confirmed.
Potentially.
What can he do now, man? He sees tower and like guarded by turtle ships and he got no right unit to stop it. Maybe monks would be good to counter. Yeah, oh, he actually making monastery.
Why would you go for monastery?
To take turtle ships, man.
Okay. And the Max is now building a TC in the center of the Villese map. This is so weird.
Like with couple of towers he will control his whole island and game is over from there.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to ban Koreans? Look at this, man. We want this in the line.
Do we really?
I do. But
Okay.
only I can be Koreans.
Oh, okay. Now we're adding the real rules.
It's like making counter towers will not work at this point. Like there's mangonels will not work, nothing can stop those towers. And on top of that they're building so fast.
Oh, conversion against the Max here. Oh, deleted. Last second. Elise, meanwhile, still didn't find all his sheep. But yeah, not important anymore. Do we have any land aggression? Elise is going for some monks at the island of the Max, but he has so many towers. Such a tight eco. So well protected. No
That's the
chance.
problem,
that
like there is no unit in until traps to destroy those guard towers. Nothing is efficient. Not even knights.
we had this discussion quite often. How would you fix the tower strengths at the moment?
Make them build a little bit slower at first, but completely remove Koreans' bonus to build them faster. That's a nice start. They have enough tower bonuses, they don't need to build it almost instantly. Like when the first tower goes up for Koreans, it's over. You can't counter tower him anymore. 5 villagers against 5 villagers, he will build it so much faster and those towers will go up, and in Castle Age it's over. But with same building time, you can maybe stop them in the right moment in Feudal and don't allow him to place all the towers all over your economy.
Okay, so you don't think there's a problem with towers? There's at the moment only a problem with Koreans for you.
Well, we don't see that many tower wars with altitudes, only Koreans.
Well, did you see the other games of the series?
Well, towers are obviously super good building to be annoying, but they're not OP as the Koreans ones. With Korean towers, you don't need units. Normal towers, you still need units to support that.
Okay. More siege workshops all around now.
There is no way he can, yeah, no way. Well, yeah, he's made TC on the Max Island. That's the only economy he can get right now.
That makes so much sense, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's a good move. And converting Maganov, that's a good move as well. Getting redemption there. But those good towers, man.
Is it even worth for the max to land not the gold island but the stone island? Simply to get 700 more stone?
I would land both islands at some point. Well, right now he's not thinking that long term, but just two towers on both islands for full vision and like... Just wait, he already won game. But he's going for the kill, he's making aggressive towers all the time. He's no Viper. Viper is building his freaking Dark Age to Imperial.
And losing a lot of farms now. Maybe Elise can get a conversion in, but I don't really see that happening.
Oh,
yeah.
he did.
Oh, he did.
That's nice, that's nice.
Yeah, but that's something he should not have gotten. Oh, the tower could actually kill that Mangano. To focus down on some villagers first. How important is it to get ballistics in those scenarios for the max?
Usually it would be important when enemy got units, but now it's not so much important. Like ballistic is good for moving target, but against villagers, who cares about ballistics? Especially if enemy got nice trading, then ballistic is the best destroying them. Oh man. Basically, even if Max had less villagers, he would win this game, but he even got more villager count.
Yeah, it looks pretty sexy for him, for sure. He's getting some conversions against him at the moment, and doesn't really have the greatest eco. Now adding a solid 7 more farms. Trying to defend some more, and he's back on his stone at his island and is getting stone at Villese Island. Oh, the tower laming won't stop soon.
Well, what they would do in Villese point, get Imperial Age faster. It's Italians, it's a bit easier to get there, and he already had castle there. Get those traps and clean your island little by little. And you see that castle is useless if it was more up. Sure, it can be DauT castle, but it's worth the risk.
Where?
I mean, first castle he built.
Ah,
that
okay,
castle
yeah.
is protecting absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so true. And oh, tricky move now. Look at that. Elise.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to convert.
But turtle ship is coming. Turtle ship. Oh man. And he doesn't have a monk inside.
Oh, that's so ugly. And he can just focus on the villager. Doesn't even need to kill the transporters. Oh.
Korean best votative confirmed.
Yeah, probably, right? Meter will change, and another turtle ship as well. And he is already, well, 12 villagers behind, and that will increase to 20. Oh. Just look at the mini-map out of the point of view of Elise. Yeah. Everything is blinking. He's getting attacked at 12, 15 different spots. It's just a joke. Look at how many arrows are flying.
Oh man, I love Koreans.
Oh. And now he's sending his villagers back so that the monk cannot convert the turtle ship. Oh.
Next time I play islands, I'm picking freaking Koreans.
Oh, well, we won't have islands in the apartment cup, but yeah. It's not.
This is
Why
like-
why aren't you playing this tournament?
Why aren't you playing as well?
I didn't get an invite.
Same as me, man.
Oh,
I'm caster now.
okay. Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Casters don't get invited, they're here, man.
So soon we will have DauT's apartment cup.
Yeah. DauT TV as well.
Okay. And yeah, now
Oh.
25 villagers advantage to max up to imp as well.
Did you know Turtle Shift does splash damage? He killed 2 villagers with 1 shot.
No, I think both turtles shot.
Oh,
The one from the top, one from the bottom. I saw that as well, was confused for
Yeah,
a small second. I don't think they do splash damage.
yeah, I didn't think so as well. I'm not sure, but oh, he's up now. That's his last. But so it's
And
max,
Elise
so yeah.
got pushed away from his top wood line there. Maybe he thinks he can make something happen if he gets in, but well,
He'll be
score isn't
slower
really in his
there.
favor. Yeah, yeah.
Again, once we see Imperial Age, it's GG time.
Okay, let me take a look. Splash radius should be included, right? Koreans. And let me see, like mangonels. Where will I find this? Mangonels. Blast radius 1. And turtle ship. No, they don't have blast radius.
Yes, both of them fire, but they miss it.
Yeah.
Or maybe Villese deleted one villagers.
They do splash damage. I actually
do?
don't really know.
We learn something new every day. 20 years old game.
It's so weird. And poor Villese, he will play this a bit longer, but oh, look at that. Keeps now 12 range, and that's before Bracer. Ay, ay, ay. 0.5 splash damage for turtle ships. Confirmed.
That must be super close, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So
that
half
useful,
of
but
main.
yeah.
Okay, Bracer now, and yeah, before the first trap is coming out, GG. And Villese against the world. 0-5. Yeah.
Looking like my show matches, man.
Well, less DauT castles, but yeah. Ugly spot for him. KD is so much better for the max. Obviously, he didn't have a lot of units to lose.
Koreans on the water, new meta, man.
Looks like it, right?
Well, obviously you have to overreact when you're against Koreans, but if you play standard and fish boom more, he didn't go for the landing as well, would be in better spot, but that's the problem when you play against Koreans. You expect those towers and when they don't come up, you kind of well behind.
So it will be Jinghua on Regicide Fortress next. Is there another option than Mayans?
Well, I guess that's why he didn't pick Mayans in Scandinavia, he saved them here. And Jinghua is Ares now? New clan?
I have no idea. He played with the same nick yesterday.
How
Oh,
did he
Jinghua?
sign up?
He isn't signed up with SY. Maybe
The sec-
Ares is the new Tim clan.
Teams that
They're still
face
like-
him?
Tim, Vivi, CL, Jinghua? Or something? Okay.
Yeah, that's actually good to have two strong teams there.
Well. Potentially, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Ares is actually old clan, but they're remaking it.
Yeah. What else do I want to say? Yeah, there's still obviously the option to go for Goth, right? And hope to outsmart the enemy. And there was still a super legendary game. You against Tato before he was top class, right? That you played Marians and he had Goth, and it got up to a 2-hour game.
Oh, I think I remember that one. I think I lost in the end, right?
I think you won.
No, it was lasting yeah. Can't remember who won, but I remember. Actually, I remember his TC being down corners. I'm sending shit tons of plum archers to deal with only one berg. I remember details of that game, but not remember who won it.
I think you did. So 5-0 now. You always say you have a very strong mindset. What are you trying to say to yourself in those situations? Down 5-0 now.
Well, this is different type of tournament, but if it's it was like best of 7. I don't care if I'm losing 3-0. It's like I need to win 4 games to win the series, so I don't care about losing games. It's about getting points.
Okay. Okay, now I have the master of Regicide Fortress here. How do you start on Regicide Fortress? You have so many villagers at the start. I never have an idea on how to properly distribute them.
Really? Are you trolling me or asking me a question?
I'm asking real questions.
To be honest, I never had a clean build order. Mostly I decide to go faster castle age and go for the plum upgrade if my map is bad. If my map is good, I go a little bit slower to castle age and go for the free TC first. Also, but I don't want to share this.
You don't want to share this? Okay.
Well, it's like what they found out to be really important in Regicide Fortress Mayans War. Adding 4 TC when you're up for Imperial Age. That's really big economy lead. Then you will be able to produce those rams a lot sooner than enemy, and that will win you the game.
Okay, let's see if we will have a Mayans War.
No, got.
Oh.
Well, he outsmarted him. But why did he say Mayans then?
Why? Maybe to outsmart him. If you don't have Mayans, it's kind of obvious, right?
Well, true.
Look at that gold at the top. That's something I never saw. Gold at the edge of the map, under stone wall. For Villese.
Not sure, but oh, this one. Oh yeah. Well, when you're got against Mayans, you need safe wood lines, and he doesn't have that. Do they have restart?
I haven't seen one yesterday, so I don't think they have one.
I don't think Villese can win with gods on this map. He needs at least 2 wood lines. The crucial for gods here is to boom out. So he needs some safe wood where he can produce. This wood line will be so much harassment, get so much harassment from the early castle age, and making those castles you want to avoid. You want to make only as much as you need to defend. And he will need a lot to defend his old wood lines. And obviously missing stone walls, he can't secure map like that as well, so yeah. Don't like his spot.
Yeah, tricky scenario for him for sure. I'm just thinking about maybe some scenarios where he could go maybe the right hand side, like 6 houses, market blacksmiths or something.
Yeah. Was thinking that with stone walls, but yeah, maybe with houses and like that that's something he must do. Yeah. He needs to do it with buildings.
Even then, like 8 plumed archers and 1 petard could get pretty tricky as well.
But as long as he gets good TC spots behind it, like couple of TCs, so plum archers can't run to his economy, and he's all good. Huh? He's all set.
Okay.
You just need to buy time until castle age. Yeah, if he walls that, he will get huge area with wood line.
Oh, whoa. Ghost bonus saving Elise here from losing a villager.
Ghost bonus is good, man.
Two kings kissing each other. Now passing left hand side.
I wish kings get some small attack.
Oh, one attack would be so sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, if you could kill enemy king with one attack. Oh,
Masterpiece troll.
would be the highlight. I also would love if like trade cards had one attack as well.
Imagine luring boars with king. A lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, that would make it so much easier. Yeah.
Okay, if Villese is walling this, I actually like his spot. He will be able to boom freely then, and yeah, Mayans need to win this game early.
Okay, and how do you dictate the game to get an early advantage, or that you could end it before you're facing 60 house cards?
Couple of monks and the Mayan plum archers does nice damage, just can't be hit, and with monks you secure that. You convert couple, you have mid shield as well. Monks and plum archers.
Okay.
Well, also that's kind of cheap composition of units, doesn't cost the food, so you can boom at home. While God need to invest so much into those cascades.
Okay.
Coaching session here, man.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I will ask more questions. So, how does crossbow micro work?
You click and run, man. Hit and run. But, man, you play this game as long as me almost, or maybe even same. That's not how this game's supposed to be. You fight it, not like hit and run and like just fight, man.
Yeah, I know. You know that I'm recasting old records, and it's so much more fun. Like 40 against 40 galleys, and they're just patrolling in and see who wins.
Exactly. Even on land map, like skirmishers was the main army, and Niko was like, put this keep your spearmen safe and attack scouts. Like right units attack counter units, not like hit and run. That's the micro I like.
Yeah. The good old days. DauT against Drinky Tea.
Oh man,
1v1 Hans
so many games.
Oh, you played so many
games.
Yeah, he was the only one for a solid year that you lost very often in rated games, right?
Don't think so. I think I was always ahead of him. Chris was there to beat me, but Drinky Tea was my best practice partner.
Yeah, I think Drinky Tea couldn't really compete with the other top players, but he kind of had your number.
Yeah, that's true, because he was a micro player. He always invested little in economy and always go for the pressure with army. That's true.
Someone in my chat asking why we have those DauT farms here. Well, on Regicide Fortress, we actually have some random spawned farms at the start. So it's kind of important that you don't right-click them when they run dry, but replace them so that you don't have any more gaps.
And Villese didn't choose the wall with buildings. That's a big mistake.
Yeah,
he actually got 4 villagers involved. He's planning to make Huskars. But if he just walled this, he wouldn't need single villager on gold. He could go for the 3 TC boom and then switch it to Huskars with much better economy. All with little bit walling here. Oh, he's sending villager to my house now. Finally, he sees what he needs to do.
But that's kind of late, right?
Yeah, and also no gate, so he will walk quite along. And no Nomad wolf is there.
I honestly think he can't even take the closest gate. He's even walking way longer. He will get killed by plumed archers, right?
Yeah, this is late. Maybe not, because Jinghua will try to pressure the front wood line first. He will not run there on the right side first. But we will see.
Well, losing the eagle now is Jinghua. Okay, when do you do fletching?
Well, like I said, depends if I can hit enemy or if enemy can hit me.
In Jinghua's position.
In this position I will do it right away, because with fletching you will be able to hit the wood line. Let me see Jinghua point of view. He probably knows this is the only wood line he can take, yeah. Well, actually he didn't scout him completely.
Yeah. Kind of a mistake, right?
Yeah, big mistake.
She never scouted the back there.
Especially when you're going for plum archers. You need to know where you wanna put pressure on. Well, his build order is quite like indecisive. He is making one TC and some plum archers with he's doing a little bit of both. It's better focus on one first, like 3 TC, and then not like make plums non-stop. But here and there, as soon as you can afford, then make plums non-stop but without upgrades and only 2 TCs. It's like he's not making commitment, and that can cost you the game. Especially in Mayans 4.
Okay. Is there ever an option that the Ghost player will go for a castle attack with Scouts? Or is that...
What do you mean?
Like, is there ever an option that Elise feels like, okay, I will just go for a 65 villager attack, 3 barracks, 2 patterns, and we'll try to flood Jinghua? Okay.
Don't think so. There are towers, couple of monks. This is do some damage castle as well. I don't think that's something I never played against as well. Obviously for a reason. Well, Villese economy is vulnerable. He didn't finish his wall yet, but like I said, Jinghua is not committing into attack or either into the booming, so Villese position is actually looking good.
Yeah, agreed.
Shot it.
And actually he used gold villagers to buy food and not for Huskers, so only if he finished this wall his position would be really, really good. Oh,
Yeah,
does he finish the wall?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. 3 more houses needed. From that's 1 screen away.
Well, if he debate with Scout.
Oh, 2 houses, okay. Okay.
Villager count is even right now, but Village should start pulling ahead soon. PTC against 2, a lot more farmers for him as well.
How
Lot
is
of
Jinghua
villagers
still on
on
2
gold.
TCs?
Look at his gold economy, I don't know what he's doing.
Jinghua, Villese, you mean?
No, I think Jinghua, he got like 10 villagers on gold. Even more. He doesn't need that many gold miners.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Maybe he wants to add monks now.
Well, he didn't send forward villager, and even for the monks you don't need this many villagers on gold. He's floating so much gold and food. Yeah, like I said, he did everything a little bit and not committing to one full strategy. Even sending a couple of villagers for stone for no reason at all.
Yeah. Huh, does he maybe want to play this 2 TC forward castle?
Yeah, maybe he's aiming for fast imperial. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're right. That many villagers to collect enough gold for fast imperial age.
But should he really do Botkin then?
Yeah, I wouldn't. But he maybe thinks he can push here. Like with Botkin, he can aim for villagers.
Huh. And Botkin finished, and he did.
And kill one villager, denied walling, so it paid off.
Do you think killing 1 villager is enough there?
But you need Botkin arrow sooner or later anyway, so.
Yeah, but
only thing I would like it if he did this earlier, then this damage would be a lot bigger.
yeah. So 200 food, 500 gold, 200 stone here. For Jinghua. Huh. Would you ever add patterns now?
No, now it's too late. He should know that Villese is having 4 TCs, and if they're well placed, the Plum Archers won't do anything. And he doesn't know if they're well placed or not. Currently, they're not well placed for Villese, especially those 4 farmers. But it's really big blind risk.
Okay. Would you place the farmers more to the back? Because you feared an attack from plumed archers there? Okay.
Yeah. And this TC he just finished, I wouldn't make it outside. You need your economy to be as safe as possible in the early game. And he got, like, look at the corner wood. That's the perfect TC spot.
Yeah, it's top. Agreed.
Basically, all you need is to survive and get villager numbers up. Once you get to 130 villagers with gods, you already won the game. And he's on good way to doing it. He's already in the lead.
So Jinghua probably will play this from us anticipated early in, will build one mangonel, will get the castle up and will have way less villagers. I think his castle has to be super aggressive here, right?
But the map for the Villese is so good. 2 back gold. I don't think this will work out.
Shot it.
Yeah, don't think this will work out.
Shot it.
Villese is already finishing boom soon.
Shot it. Shike.
Even doing hand cards. Like he can only after hand card is done, he can idle TCs for less than a minute and then we will be able to click up. Look at the amount of farmers. With hand card as well.
Yeah. Sick eco for sure. How many farmers do we have? We had 31 at the moment. That's solid.
But like if Castle breaks the walls and Plum Archers are like his whole economy, food economy farms are in the middle. If he gets denied that, still Jinghua can win the game. Like he didn't scratch his economy. Like I said, in top corner if he made TC around farms as well, there would be a lot harder for Jinghua to hit all those farmers. And that's the key to kill the god.
Okay. Oh, Elise is walling the left hand side now as well. Trying to speed wall the houses there a bit. And he still has a mangonel for defense purposes as well. Now the castle directly at
and
the
mangonel.
front.
Mangonella. Okay, never.
I think the castle is too passive. What do you think? I think it had to be in range of the castle.
What do you mean?
The enemy. Like, I think the castle of Jinghua needs to be like 5 tiles further to the top. To the front.
Kill the castle?
Yeah, he needs to kill the castle.
That's for the plan. That's like for Mayan's war, for Unique Unit war, where you need to take enemy castle down. Here he doesn't care. Here is killing the
He
farmers.
absolutely needs to. If Villese can't get Perfusion or Elite Haskell upgrade.
Well, he will get it. He will repair it long enough to get it.
Well, he's also blocking the 2 stone spot there. I think that's a strategy I would have went for. Try to get the castle.
That's like luck based, like getting it faster before he finish targets. And like I said, when he sees this castle, he stops by making villagers and instantly clicking up as well. And he's already getting, like you see, he was already getting upgrades from castle, and Jinghua is not even in Imperial Age yet. So you were wrong. He will get all the upgrades he needs. That castle
Anarchy
is
for now?
enough.
What?
Not even traps are out, not even Imperial Age. That upgrades will be done.
Let's see about Elite Haskell. But obviously, like, yeah, he won't go for that much of Mangonel aggression. But yeah, probably my timing would have been off there.
It's all about killing those front 2 TCs and taking farmers down. But he's not like shooting walls with the castle. Like, they're breaking his economy.
He's putting another forward castle there.
I think his aim is on the wrong side of the economy. He should attack front where the farmers are. Where the gold is. This is an important part of the economy that he's aiming with the 3rd castle.
Well, he's blocking all the stone spots. But that's not too important in God's War, obviously.
Exactly.
Or like 4 gods, yeah. Look at that. Villese even stops producing Huskals now. I think he will instantly click the elite upgrade because he knows that's the only upgrade he needs to finish.
Yeah, exactly. All the red moves this game for Villese, except that this year I wouldn't agree.
You see elite Huskal there. Beautiful reaction. Yeah.
Basically, he doesn't even need to fight there. Just send Huskers to the Mayans economy. Although, yeah, Mayans economy is non-existing, so he won't be able to do much. I'm wrong.
Yeah, still only 2 TCs. Oh, this will get so tricky.
Yeah, I think we'll have this one.
Last defense upgrade there for Jinghua. I think that's an upgrade that he does not really need. Wow. What do you do now if you're Mayans?
Well, with Mayans, make a couple of monasteries. You need to convert. Like, it's not only conversion, instant kill, but you get some free mid shield as well. Like, in theory, Mayans will always beat gods in Imperial Age if you can micro every single monk.
Well, but then every monk tiff beats every other tiff.
Well, that's true. But like, it's not that impossible to like always have 8 to 10 conversions before each fight.
8 to 10 conversions.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You have 8 to 10 monks and each convert a couple of Huskals.
Okay.
Just is so much work, and yeah, that's not for me.
Okay, now 2 attacks at the same time. Huskar in the south doing some, Plume Largest at the front overextending, and well, that's not the start he wanted for his attacks.
Also, he overinvested into traps that will now go down.
No, walls are open now. Oh, this is so GG. Elite Plum Archer upgrade. Ah. And another castle there.
Gods with economy, no way.
Yeah. Well, the economy isn't the greatest. He lost a solid 12 farms.
But point is, he finished all the upgrades he needed, and now spamming Huskers is even cheaper than spamming Plum Archers.
Okay.
He needs some monks, there is no other way. But probably too late for that.
Any more villagers here for Villese, Mangonel shots, hitting something on the Pundacha side.
Like, the best thing about gods is you send 10 of those and you don't even care to look at them. They will pay off for themselves.
And that's something you surely love. How important is chemistry?
It is important. But like but now he needs to have at least like 50 mass Plum Archers to one-shot those Huskers, and his numbers are even lower, so there is no way to win this game.
Huh. KD at the moment, pretty even. Castle count 4-0. Huh. The most important stats here though, since God don't need any castles and they're just spamming in, and oh boy are they spamming in. 48 Huskals now on the map, and he just continues to stream.
Also 3 gold spots all safe. It's like there is no way to stop this. He can't even starve him from the gold.
Yeah, well, Jinghua is actually the one who will get some gold problems.
Yeah,
has like 1k at home and 2 open spots there.
Also, it's like when you have army control, always go for the relics. You have mines, you have full map control, go get those relics. 5 relics is so much value out of it. He didn't even bother to collect them.
Yeah, Well, he only scouted 2 of them even. So that would have been tricky for him. Okay, now Captain upgrade from Villese. Where is he getting? Okay, well he has 1 siege workshop at home. We'll build 1 at the front.
Well, he's getting some numbers of Lamartus in front.
But still, he's 40 pop overall behind.
Prime economy is not looking that powerful anymore. Maybe with some good trades here and getting into his economy. Although when I see the number of Haskell's, man, he is going home. He is going for the kill.
60 Haskell's. I think he will just right-click the castles. I think that shouldn't be a big problem for him, right? Same
Maybe
time,
get time for castle at least.
well, at the moment he's doing fortified wall because he feared the attack at the front. But yeah, masonry would have been pretty sexy for him. Now trying to get some kills, but will for sure lose 1 castle. No chance to repair that.
Well, he got good numbers now. He is almost one-shotting. But...
Oh, I think he's one-shotting, right?
Yeah.
52 plumes.
Imagine a couple of monks there converting, giving me shield as well.
Suddenly, KD. I think he killed like 40 units without losing 1, or maybe losing 1 or 2. Wasn't it like 27 to 27?
And top
so.
score.
That's how we do it. Millions, best civ. Uncounterable.
Yeah, well. This is weird. Starting to like the spot. If he gets to his farm economy, it's a pickle, and numbers are getting higher and higher. He got a lot of stone, he can drop castle again.
Oh, but now open at the front. Still the big gold problem. Jinghua now completely out of gold.
Don't micro them.
And now, since the castle is dead, where is the king of Elise? Oh, in the back, okay. 1 tower there in the back, okay.
Yeah. His economy is not looking that strong, but his resources are quite high and population as well.
Oh, let's take a look. Market prices. Well, wood still at 60. Wood at 76. Stone board once or twice. So, if you have the better eco, you still can transition that into gold quite nicely.
The thing that keeps Jinghua in the game, his economy is unreadable because it's so small inside the walls. As soon as he needs to move out, power of the gods will show up.
Well, you say unrateable, and now Huskarls are arriving at the woodline.
Still, it's better for him to trade villagers for those Huskarls.
I only have 68 villagers. If he had like 100 and loses 20 against 20 Huskarls, I would kind of agree.
I still agree because when you have completed all the upgrades that cost economy, now to produce from archers he needs like only, I don't know, 50 villagers or even less to produce from those 4 castles, and that's all he needs. Okay. That's why massive are so powerful. You don't need economy, you just need economy to get upgrades. Once you do that, it's so easy to mass them.
Okay.
And yeah, you see, oh, push is done, he got good numbers at home, at front, even better. Elise is suddenly in a pickle.
Oh, still 115 villagers for him, but now that Huskarl move in here, I'm not liking that too much.
Don't shout, Jinghua is holding this.
Oh, but look at that, he's getting completely surrounded. Right hand side, Villese has vision, the push in the center is still active. Left hand side here, some Huskarls. Rally count still 0 to 0. And Jinghua now needs to sell some food to somehow get on to gold.
If Jinghua did collect 5 relics that he definitely had time to do, I would really like his spot.
Yeah, okay.
Like this, I don't know.
Yeah, 5 relics would be so.
But he
so
had
strong,
time
but-
to do that.
Yeah.
Like, Villese didn't make single unit until Imperial Age.
Yeah, agreed. Now Elise is moving in again. I think those small, like 10 to a dozen Tuskar groups doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. They need to wait for 40, or you have to disengage. But this losing 3 running back style is not what I like.
He is missing those jabs with a couple of jabs, and he wouldn't care about castles. Just base them, trade them efficiently, but get castles down with jabs would win him the game. Like this, he doesn't have tools to win the game.
Yeah.
Those castles will
think-
be up for so long.
Just think about it. When Elise went into the castles with the 65 fast cards, he also had 3 rams at the south. If they were there, I think he could have gotten another one.
Yeah, that's true as well. Let's get the rams.
Oh. So for you, Jinghua, the one who to lose this game?
Well, now his spot is very good. Now his spot hit. Now finally got the numbers to 1 hit on both sides, and that's as soon. Like now, look at the stone on the bottom side. As soon this happens, like when Jinghua needs to go outside the walls to collect economy, then Villese will start pulling back in the game. Only question is how long it will take for a game to that long.
Well, we'll see. Now the engagement in the south is a bit better than the one in the north. Not
Oh,
positioning
he buy
there
the
by...
castle. He buy the castle.
Okay. Oh, tricky spot. Now that's a lot of losses. Suddenly 57 villagers. More plumed archers than villagers for Jinghua. Tough spot.
Freaking gods, man. Oh, he's sending everything back. He wants to secure gold. Yeah, he doesn't have any gold income. He needs that castle to go up.
Desperately needs that, yeah. I'm surprised he still has 2k wood. Why he's not really selling all of it.
Yeah, sure.
Getting raided at the stone there at the left hand side. Oh, not the best scenario. Still, no one with a single relic.
But imagine if he had 5 relics. He would by now have 2k gold, and 2k gold, 2k wood means shit tons of plum archers more in the army.
And Jinghua kind of only run at the moment. Away from the plumes. Oh,
And-
first traps out.
Yeah. Now he will trade those Haskell just to buy time for traps to do the work. Full map control. Oh, this is a lucky spot for Jinghua. He can snipe traps. Yeah, this is so lucky.
Maybe Elise should have gone more to the top with his traps.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
small,
tough to know.
standard mistake. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now next raid with the plumed archers. Is the base open? No, Villese is still walled. To the right hand side. No overtopping there yet.
But finally, gold is free. Finally, he will be able to produce plum archers again. He didn't produce them for some time.
Yeah. But only at the castles at home. He's not building any at the front. And 125 villagers. Or 125 pop for Jinghua. 50 more for Villese. Only now handcart. Ay.
You don't need economy when you're mesa, man.
Well, handcart is a strong upgrade.
Shot it.
Monks, man, add the monks. Nobody cares about those.
Tarantula.
relics.
Thanks so much.
Oh, this is bad. We're going for the economy now. Don't overcommit. He will get trapped. Sure, he will trade them for villages, but not worth it. Yeah, he's going back.
Ooh, but we'll take some hits.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
that was bad.
Okay, cap drum upgrade now from Jinghua as well. Lost a handful of plumes. Killed 2 Huskars in exchange though.
But kill that ratio, oh my god. Freaking god. He's spamming now traps down there. He wants to get the Jinghua start from the goal. That's a good move. Because front will not be cleaned and there is nothing to fight there for anyway. He doesn't care about stone, it's all about gold now.
Yeah. What do you think about bombard cannons instead of traps? Then he wouldn't need to buy a castle.
But Plum Archers just one-shot them, so and they're expensive as well.
Okay.
Traps is the must thing to do. And he didn't buy it actually. Did you see he mined stone down there, the right side?
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, castle down now.
And this is like what I was saying from beginning. Trade those castles inefficiently just to buy time for traps to finish castles. One by one. Once mines is out of castles, it's game over.
But Plundacha is now outnumbering those Huskarls 2-1. So the fight's not super inefficient.
But population so high.
Well, Jinghua's actually catching up. And Villese, oh, those are eco upgrades I would have loved to see a bit earlier.
Yeah, that's a big deal as well. And also he is starting to run off to the goal now. Yeah, he's running out of gold. Those inefficient trades really hurt his gold economy.
Now he's going for the code of of Jinghua actually at the right hand side, but that will be intercepted. I think Jinghua is in the better spot here.
Yeah. There's still enough castles, and the number of Lamartus is so amazing.
60 villagers, 107 plumed archers.
Told you, man, you don't need economy. It's even better without economy. Look at the number of Lamartus.
Okay.
And actually, the reason why it's so good because if Jinghua had more villagers, he would need to spread them around the map. Now it's optimum number of villagers to be so safe at home. Oh, this is good move with traps. Save heal, take that down.
I think he could even go for the king snipe here, but that's something he probably won't realize. Yeah, no chance. Okay, castle down. Both players getting to reasonable high population numbers now.
But those raidings against, like, small group raidings, Plum Archers is good in every other matchup, but against gods, it's like, you order those casters and they're out. It's not gonna work.
No.
Oh, this is a nice fight.
For who?
For the Jinghua.
Okay.
Because no more gold. No more gold. He won't be able to remake that so easily.
Oh. Lost like 35 plumed archers from his peak now. Some at the
Only
top,
like
some in that
700 gold
fight.
left to mine. After that, I don't know. Starting to worry about Villese.
Ah, true. These Husker numbers are at 38 minus 3 traps. Ah, he is now going for heavy blow as well. Well, kind of late on those upgrades today. But can afford C-trim upgrade.
At this point, I would even like to see some skirmishers added for the Villese. Just it will be so much harder for the Jinghua to engage if he had like 20 skirmishers.
Oh, traps trying to go for the sneak around, but that should not really work.
He just wanted to trade them for the last castle, but no.
I think just sending them in the corner could have been a better option, but well, if you got that CC, you would have said like the best sneak ever. And indeed, elite skirmisher and chemistry is coming up, so he will go for that.
Yeah.
Stream sniper.
But like losing free traps at this stage of the game and gold is so important is such a huge deal. Just wait for those skirmishers, wait for 200 population and then use those traps. Like how he will get 600 gold to remake those traps now? It's impossible. And without traps, there is no way pushing Mayans. Rams will not work.
You cannot push with Rams against Mayans?
Not without seed Rams, and I think God got that.
Yeah, don't got seed Rams. But thought that was one of the weaknesses of Plumed Archers. If the enemy got mass
Siege
Rams.
Siege Rams is big difference. Yeah,
Okay.
Rams still die reasonably fast to Plum Archers.
Okay. Villese now charging up for another attack into the forward base of Villese there.
Oh, gold fight. They're sharing the gold.
Oh. Second best love story
Full map
after.
control for Jinghua. Yeah, love story, look at them. Even perfect to mining camps.
No. Still a better love story than Twilight's. Oh. But in the end, everyone dies. At least on one
Poor
side.
villagers.
Villese now selling a lot of food to now the bottom.
The only thing I don't like about Villese play, he should have a couple of barracks all over the map. He had full map. Now it's too late, but when he had full map control, just make back here, back there. And when you see enemies taking something from the close resource, order a couple of Huskers. That's the power of the gods. Like
And he
imagine
had
next
to-
to the gold line, if he had two barracks, he would never be able to mine it.
Yeah. And he also had the chance to get relics. Obviously Jinghua had more time, but there was some time where Villese had so much more map control.
Yeah, true as well. But
Yeah.
count 55. Is he even making villagers at this point? He doesn't make villagers. No, zero. He doesn't care about villagers. It's based on population.
But that's a solid round against his plumes there. Just lost another 25.
Villese doesn't have any gold income right now.
He actually has, right hand side. Oh, Villese, yeah, Villese has nothing. He's now building the first monastery. How many relics does he see? 3. There's still 2 relics at the left hand side that none of the 2 scouted.
And look at those scrums. This is like, if this was done 10 minutes ago, it will be game over. Just those 20 scrums to protect traps and Huskers in front that he already lost now. And game is over. But still. Only how many free castles left for Jinghua? Or 2 actually, not 3.
3.
That's not enough.
Well, 3 castles are enough at that point, right?
If he ever lose Plum Archer, well, half of his army, I think game is over for him. He will not be able to amass them.
Oh, how would he lose half of his plumed archers?
To scrums and shit tons of Huskers that now will not come because no gold. Well, his pop limit. It's still possible.
And he has 83 military as well. Forward castle?
Doesn't. Like, it doesn't feel that population of Villese is so high, but yes, that shit tons of skirms.
Yeah, he has 58 skirms now, 20 Huskals, 3 traps. And 1 monk that is now running home.
But with those skirms in the mix of Huskers, every fight will be good for him from now on. He can't have bad trades anymore. And also look at his resources, they're bunking up, and with economy he got more than double of villagers. He can trade like 5 skirmishers for 1 Plum Archers and it will still be good for him.
Okay, well, I think he will trade more efficiently here. Oh, a lot of plumes will go down. I think all the skirms will die though. And
Where are the
there's still...
Huskers?
Well, the Huskals are in the castle, and a lot of skirms still not in the fight.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They absolutely needed to join that party. Oh, and the first guy who takes the relic instantly losing that.
Oh, one siege round killing 3 traps, that will be ugly. Go Huskers faster.
I think they will be saved. Yes. Oh, and now the big plumed archer rage. How many villagers will he kill? Give me an over under.
Oh man, there is no stopping it now.
This could be easily 40 dead villagers. Oh god, there's no protection. So many.
Villager number 46.
Tricky spot. Left inside gold is reconquered by Villese. Oh, what the skirms are doing a good job against the plumes. Huskers now at the front. But how do we answer that raid at the top?
He doesn't care, just move down there. I think his economy is amazing. I mean, backed up, yeah, 4k banked up food. He doesn't care about those farmers anymore.
And
especially because he's making skirms.
Yeah. At the moment doesn't have a lot of wood income though. And oh god, look at that. Some missed rallied waypoints, so still 20 skirms at home. And
and you were
that's a lot of dead plumes.
You were asking how will Jinghua lose half of his skirms. Now you know.
Oh god. Well, that's bad.
Now it's Villese game to take.
How are they switching the Legion? How are they throwing this game over and over again? Now Elite Eagle Warrior attack the casual 1 hour and 9 minute mark.
Because he's not making villagers. Finally he ordered some villagers again.
2 TCs for Villese, we have 3 TCs for Jinghua. How good are Eagles now?
They're good because no gold. Huskers can't counter Eagles and Skirms will get destroyed by them. It's all about the last gold spot. Whoever gets it win the game.
Okay.
Imagine those fire relics, what they could have done by now.
Yeah, we agree. Okay, Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade now as well, and the left hand side raid will just be brutal. And Jinghua, I believe for the first time since like minute 15, could be ahead in overall score. Not overall score, population.
Shot it.
Yeah, now villager number is close.
What are we witnessing it out?
This is actually a sick game, yeah.
Yeah. Not as sick as your Gold Rush game against Taro though.
Oh, that was no economy. Look at this Jinghua making villagers go dead.
Okay, maybe the last attack coming through the center here. Is that an option?
Villese trade. Look, Villese made one trade card. He knows how to get gold when there is no gold now.
Oh. Oh, market pretty well protected. will be tricky. Well, pretty much impossible. And now Jinghua is getting the left hand side gold again.
Oh man, so many. Now he wish like, imagine only those 3 traps that he didn't make. That's 600 gold he wasted. Imagine how many more Huskers he would have right now at this key point of the game.
Yeah. Oh, and now he's sending the traps so far to the front. Oh. Skirmishers. Oh.
Those Eagles don't have almost any upgrade.
Yeah, no Eldorado, only +1/+1. They aren't that beefy here. Whew. Big attack the left hand side. Oh, the Eagles are doing work there against all the skirms. What was that? 1 eagle to 12 skirms or something? Maybe even more.
Oh, Castle is going down. Good thing about Villese, he banked up all that food. He can reproduce villagers easily and get back into the game, but army size is not looking good for him. I mean, composition. Position wise.
Huh.
Jinghua
This
can't
will-
afford. Actually, I don't know. Like without +2 armor, even scrims do nice against eagles.
Shot it. She
Do they really? It's 5, 7 damage. Yeah. Well, that's a big waste. Oh, he needs to go back there. Oh. Okay, now we're down to.
Look how eagles are. I mean, scrims are sniping eagles. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. Left inside attack. I think this is good for Villese here. Killing all the eagles. Now only plumes are left. Lots of skirmishes still. Suddenly he's 30 pop ahead.
And both with almost no economy for this stage of the game. I don't think Villese can lose it anymore. But I was wrong so far a couple of times.
Yeah, I think we'll have to see how this goes. +2 defense now.
1,100 stone sold.
Well, that's just the overlay, right? If you click 3 times and have shift for the first 2 clicks, that's how it works.
But get the armor. Oh, he's getting +2 finally.
she get.
Is there still gold there? Oh, actually there is some. Ending everything.
Like 700 gold left.
She get.
Oh, but now raids at the right hand side again. Please don't tell me that the monk will die. No. But we raid against the woodline again. Nice move here. Jinghua not losing any of those villages. Now he will raid Niko again. Tell me, when will this game end?
I think soon he lose like 20 more plum archers, it's game over.
Okay.
But even now it seems slower. It's like, look at the army composition for him, even 2 jabs. No gold income, 51 villagers, there is no way. No way to come back.
Oh man, what a game. Oh.
Like if I was in Jigwa's place, I wouldn't fight at all. I would sell everything, get full upgrade eagles and go for the last one fight. But even that, yeah, there is healthy number of Huskers to counter those eagles. Oh, the resources bank is so big for the...
Oh, relic!
Less.
Relic for Jinghua! Oh, this looks like he's charging in for one last fight. Finally. It looks like he's grouping everything up, DauT. We could see the final fight of the game.
That's not enough army. Need more eagles.
85. Take a look at his resources. Well,
How eagles deal against Huskers? Not that well, especially not cost efficient.
yeah,
And
well,
especially
with
without
Eldorado,
yeah.
yeah, it's like incredible how much better eagles are getting there. Just think about like from 60 to 100 HP.
Almost double. And monk.
Ripperino, eagles now moving in against the skirmishers. Huskers going
He
to the
doesn't
front
even
as
need
well.
Huskers with this skirmish number, he can snipe those eagles.
Well, he's focusing on the plumes first. Not all skirms really fighting here. A lot of plumes at the other side were trying to kill some villagers. Ah, this looks like Elise is finally taking it. 110 military to 65.
Villager number is quite low for him now again. But yeah.
Still too many skirmishers and some Huskars left. Ah, Jinghua needs to run again. What a game!
Does he have economy to replace? Actually, his resources are quite high. Maybe it's time for him to add skirmishers.
Wouldn't be the worst, right?
Yeah. Like plum archers to snipe Huskers, comes to fight skirms. It's decent.
He
But he's not
just Should have raided more. But yeah, the last
He
raid
got 5
didn't look
relics
too
there,
good.
5 Huskers there. This raid will not do enough. GG!
Wow. Wow.
That was nice one.
What a game, what a game. That had to be so exhausting for Villese to play.
I would like
That
to
was
see
so
the
much.
village with that count on that left gold.
Yeah, that's so much as well, yeah. Oh man, what a game. So,
Just a moment.
could you tell your girlfriend to be quiet while we stream? Okay, so let's go into post-game analysis a bit. So many dead plumed archers. I feel some more wards would have been nice. Obviously, some more monks. As you said, more relic control would be so good, especially in the 80-minute game here. Maybe a better transition into Eagles. KG, well, due to killing so many villagers, the house cults, but those plumes are just so expensive. Look, compare the food count as well. Just ridiculous. And yeah, only 1 relic per person. Simply not enough. And the last one will be ACCM playing on Nomad. So Elise will have his first win, guys. Time to cheer. And the last game will start pretty soon, guys. And well, I need to drink something. I will be back in a minute. You can see the game room. You won't miss anything. And probably people on DauT stream can hear me as well. So make sure to follow, like, and subscribe. All hail King DauT as well. Battleships and towers with Koreans, yeah. I don't mind seeing turtle ship. Okay guys, last game we'll have Nomad Villese against ACCM, who I believe yesterday didn't have the greatest game. Picked Chinese there and, well, didn't look too convincing. And I'll unmute myself for DauT stream as well, so that you can take it as a podcast. Not really see what's going on, but you might hear what's going on. So we will have a Malians War ACM against Villese on this one. Kind of weird to not have Malians, to not have Persians, Chinese, but a Malians War. Let's see how they will approach this. For everyone who can't see at DauT stream, we will have ACM. Oh, you are back. Welcome. How's your wife?
Decided. Yeah, it's good. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
It's not easy, man, to do this live when you have like somebody bothering you.
Oh. That's why, yeah, I will never leave the door. And even invite people to my house so that I never meet
To
someone.
play, yeah, I know that. See you in July. Mayan War?
Mayan War, indeed. Explain that, please.
I can. Well, Mayans are obviously solid here, but why not take Malians or Italians? I feel they are better.
Or
Even
maybe
Persians.
Persians,
Yeah. Even
Chinese.
Chinese, yeah. I mean, Mayans are overall good option, but they're better ones if you have already. Did the Villese use Malians? I don't think he did.
Well, obviously he did not, otherwise he couldn't use it now. We were speculating that he saved it for Regicide Fortress.
I mean, Malians, not Mayans.
Ah, Malians. He did not. I think he played against Malians. Mr. Yo on Coastal?
Yeah, he used Mali there. Yeah, he had Malians free. Not sure why he didn't use them here. Maybe he was guessing ACM will use Mayans and he's like Malians against Mayans in late game. You don't want that.
Malians against Mayans, you don't want that?
Malians, what Malians can do against Plamarchus? Nothing. Only knights and...
Gem called.
No, not gonna work. Not even Huskers did work last game. Didn't you see that?
No.
Plamarchus, man, you don't even need economy to mass them.
Yeah. Today I learned. Mayans is a good civ.
Well, much better for the food, those free boars. Does ACM know about them? Oh, he knows. He knows. Quite a questionable first dog for Villese.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Never
And he knew,
have.
yeah, he knew it would be bad spot. He knew it would be bad spot. He scouted him long enough. But I guess he wanted dog as soon as possible. He knew there would be at least one good fish, so to get it started, economy, villager production and everything, and then make second dog somewhere better. That's fine. But his TC, oh, that's TC I would make.
You don't like TC?
No,
Okay.
Look at the wood line.
Well, he needs to build a lumber camp, but you need to do that anyways, right?
Yeah, but still. So, it's like only 2 trees are good. Soon it will be long distance.
Okay. But you don't need to mill, and you can easily build another lumber camp, right?
Well, berry, you don't like berry is the slowest food. Who cares about berry? It looks cool, but it's not good. Like, I would prefer to have idle TC.
Overtaking berries.
Oh yeah, but with idle TC we have enough wood to fish boom. You will have better economy with more fishers but less villagers.
Okay.
More solid for Nomad, I think.
Okay, well, ACM now getting ball number 2. He has a pretty good dog there at the right hand side. Can't fault anything there, and the timing will be pretty nice.
ACM perfect. Perfect boss, perfect dog, perfect TC. Like the proper Nomad plays on everything.
And 2.5 villagers ahead. But doesn't have loom, so roughly 1.5 villagers ahead in total production on the TC there. Elise trying to get some scouting. Yesterday we saw ACM going for 2 villagers at the scout. When do you want to do that?
Well, from what they know, like Viper me did practice a lot of Nomad a couple of years ago, and we find out that you need first villager send it to scout whole game, and one villager to scout around. Well, should I tell the tips? Well, let's go it. One villager to scout around shores and ships to scout in the middle. Then you will have full vision with the ships about gold placements and stuff like that. While villager will find his dog placement and be able to play his dog there as well. Like knowing where enemy dog here is the key how you wanna play it. If dogs are far away, you can go for the landing. If dogs are close, you go for the galleys. Simple as that.
Ah, that wisdom.
Yeah, you shouldn't share so much wisdom, man.
Yeah. You might one day not be top 1 in the world anymore.
Yeah, people know now, and they even share. I don't win game with the better micro or better macro. I win them with knowledge.
Yeah. Like how much damage an archer does.
That's not important. I would always want to have archers against villagers. I don't care how much it does.
Okay.
Somebody saying siege onagers against the Mayans. Well, siege onagers are like only good on Black Forest type of map. Even there for Malians, I don't think they have +1 range, right?
Malians.
Siege
I'd say they
engineers,
don't have siege engineers.
yeah, so it's expensive upgrade. It's easy to out micro them. It's not that good. It's long to get on open maps. Not worth it. Only if you're fully walled, one position to fight whole game, then you can go siege onagers or in team game for support.
Yeah, you kind of need to have a running trade. Otherwise, it's pretty much impossible to keep up production.
Like in old days of Age of Empires, people didn't even do Paladin upgrade because they didn't think it was worth it. It's so expensive, so long to get. And you're limited with gold income.
Well, in 1v1, that kind of still is true, right?
Yeah, but now people are more careful with micro. You don't want to waste knights, but in old days you trade knights for everything. Trade knights for villagers. Yeah, you just waste so much more gold in Castle Age. Now hit and run shit. I like that. I like old days better.
Yeah, and you have to remember that feudal and castle fights were way longer as well, so you generally more invested more resources earlier in the game. So there was just less left for you. So what strategies are we seeing from two players? ACM, big fish boom, and we'll go for some water. Villese, well, we'll go for 7 fish as well.
Same. Didn't check, did they? Well, as you see, imagine if, for example, ACM had the villager scouting, he would know dog spots. Now it's like blind. You want to know knowing dog spot of enemy is key, no? I prefer knowing his dog spots over his TC spot. Like, give you the info what to do, to focus on what or not, how much you have time. Like, if you dog spots are far, you have more time. Do you invest resources early on archery in Leagues instead of spending on fire ships or like contesting water, protecting your fishers? All little details pile up there. And does Villese know? Villese didn't scout as well.
And ACM already up to Castle Age, Release at the same time, 500 food, not that much gold. And ACM will actually have a hole in the center of his wall next to, like, between the stone and the market.
Not sure if it's hole, but I guess it is. Yeah,
it is a hole. I'm 100% sure.
I wish we found out.
Want to bet? I'll give you good odds.
Let me check. Chat, help me.
Don't.
But this
I will share the money, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a hole.
I know it's a hole.
Yeah, seems it's a hole. Yeah.
Okay, the galley and water did nothing, so ACM still with a good start. And we'll have solid control here, but what is he going for? He's still not on stone. Is that a siege workshop? Will he go for eagles or something? Not a single building yet.
Well, it's mine where you can't go anything else but plum archers. This is super weird. Maybe he will open boom first, or he's focusing water. Yeah, he's making galleys. He will boom and make galleys to contest water. Yeah.
Oh, but we'll lose some fish. Oh, that's costly for him. A bit out of position and no reaction. We'll invest 1 demo there to save the fishing ship.
I think SM is playing this one amazing. From his TC spot to now his strategy. Just would like, well, he can't put, like, TC on the stone would be perfect, but it's not possible.
Yeah. Huh. But as I said, he's still open. Only 1 layer palisade walls at the other areas, so Plumed Archers could do some damage against him.
But fish lead will be big, boom lead will be big. Those archers really need to kill a lot of villagers. And it's only because of call. Imagine if there was not a call. The game would be already over.
Nothing
Like
for on stone. Yeah, go ahead.
Last game we saw have a little economy. Mines need to produce, get Imperial and everything. And now imagine having over 10 fusion ships. You don't need anything else. It's such a big lead in mines for to have water control. And on top of that, it's such a good fish. A bit lucky there as well. Villese fish is weaker. So up to those plum archers to do the work.
Yeah, absolutely need to. Let's see what they can do. We have HCM stone count at the moment at roughly 200.
This
Not enough.
Castle. Yeah, that castle, I guess. Would prefer it like top of the bears there. It's a hill, it's protecting golds. He's faster.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
guess-
no, DauT. We think that HCCM would always go for plumed archers. So it's so likely that some plumed archers could just come around and deny the castle. He has to build it behind walls.
Well, I guess so. It's safer, but then again, we're like he can't build it faster than me and produce like they hit castle at almost same time. It's not
No,
gonna happen.
HCM was way faster.
Huh?
It was up
Really?
like 1.5 minutes earlier. Let me
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
1650 to 1927. So that's
Yeah,
2.5
then you're right.
minutes.
Yeah, it's safer this way, yeah. It's easy when I see whole map to know where is better. A bit easier.
A bit. Yeah. Wasn't there? Or I need to get those racks again. There was a tournament once with all visible. I remember you getting into the
yeah.
finals on Arena. And it was full out all monks with atonement and well, either heresy or not heresy, depending on the TIF.
I remember tournament, but I totally don't forget any game from it. I know that it was full visible tournament, but I don't remember a single game out of it.
Oh, I need to BCC3. I will need to get those racks again. Oh, I
Stop selling out my records, man. Okay, guys, I will stream those records as well. You can check it on my channel. Ha! That's gonna sell out.
What channel?
Tyrant Out TV.
Oh, is it possible to subscribe there?
Yeah, with Switch Prime for free.
Oh, and your YouTube channel?
Yeah, there you can watch and don't use ad blocker, so it's all good.
Oh, and what is if you press the bell notification?
I don't know. What is it?
Ah, okay. Well, here the sellout
is there
stops.
call? Is there call?
Yeah, obviously. That's what I told
But he
you.
went back for a moment. Oh man. He was so relaxed.
Yesterday, I did a team game and I went for archers at my enemy scouts and intentionally left a hole just to make sure that he would attack me at that one single spot.
Oh,
That's a new meta. That's a true masterpiece, yeah.
By the way, did Jordan beat you? I saw you guys play other day. Best of, I don't know, 9?
We played some mega random games and had some random civ. And I really tilted quite a bit because I felt very unfortunate with my civs. But even in the end it was like 6-2 or something, but I resigned like 3 games before 15 minutes. Like Regicide, mega random, and it was like Mayans against Goths.
Losing
Short
to
distance. What?
Losing to Jordan?
Yeah, well, you would do the same.
Well, I didn't know it was possible, but yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, the number already getting ahead. Fish is there as well. Yeah. Basically, it's a same game. I can't. How do people create hype?
Well, there are so many options. Like, first of all, you could be happy about any single mangle shot and just go crazy. Then you could just fake hype it as well. Then you could be a big fan of comebacks and always try to figure out like.
There's no comeback here.
That's what casters always say.
Comeback.
Oh.
He's like.
Oh, did you see those scope shots? Big shots. Total defense.
Oh, yeah. If there was a possible comeback, now it's done. With those 2 scopes, it's done.
Well, what can we do?
He
Like,
can even click up. He can even go for Imperial Age at this point. And he will actually.
can he out micro those Scorpions? Nice dodge for the first 2 shots here. Let's take a look. Trying to get some aggression with the Paladins. Now out microing quite nicely. 2 damage already done against the Scorpion. Nice split micro. Now going back.
He needs to
Left
get,
hand side.
he needs to get armor first before engaging there, or it won't be efficient.
Oh, double patterns now. No reaction yet from ACCM. This could be the moment where Villese can change everything around. Patterns now hitting 3 Scorpions around. Can Villese out micro those? He has the Mangonels prepared. Went for the stone gates here. Let's take a look how well he can micro this. Mangonel in the back needs to take the hits. Mangonel of ACCM is around. That's how we do it. Just comment everything that's going on.
And in meanwhile, I saw he clicked up.
Nice ground attack!
And now he repair, and it's useless fight anyway.
Yeah, and that's also that people know that something is happening. Just try to stutter, like
No
and they know something is happening. Yeah, some no ways are good as well. Yeah.
Or let's say even in 10 minutes, well then, how much? 1 minute and 20 seconds when Imperial Age hits, we will call it. That's how you create, that's how you kill hype.
well, that's what I did in your game as well, against Shadow, the Gold Rush game. I already had GG prepared in my chat.
It's me, man. I know how to make comebacks, man. And lose them as well.
And then it took another 1 hour 20 minutes or something. Oh, that game.
It's so much about giving the show. Obviously I could make villagers, I could make better castle, but that's not the point.
You could convert anything.
Yeah, it's not. I could add monks, like for example, it's Aztecs 3 gold. With 100 HP monks, I could convert whole map, man, but that's not how you play it.
Okay, well, you can do the GG countdown. We had 97% out.
Even high for that. Oh, yeah. Oh, game stuck.
Okay, and now what as a caster you have to do is like, oh yeah, I can absolutely understand this. This is a $1,000 tournament. Every game counts for this one. Why would you ever resign if you have still some chances? He can fall back. He has the eco, and as we saw before, eco isn't that important in Mayans War. If he out-micros perfectly, I think Elise still got this. What do you think, DauT?
I think I will still try to be the player, man. I will practice hard. I will learn to micro, man. I will learn to micro. I will try to win tournaments after. I can't do this.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, Cap is shooting castle, and it's only castle on the second castle. But it's shooting, man. Look at that big rock.
Oh, but he is on the hill, and he's repairing this now. Can he hold? Yeah.
He clicked up, man.
Still open game.
Only double amount of points.
Well, DauT math. And he's building another defensive castle there. What a nice position.
Yeah, if that castle goes up, he will still lose the game.
DauT.
Okay, one moment. Hopefully the game will not end up until I come back.
Okay, that's just professional casting. Okay, but honestly, Villese in a really tough spot here. We have enough traps out. Now losing 1 castle will be 2 against 2 castles pretty soon, though. ACM left-hand side trying to get some reasonable micro rolling, but not really happening. Also treating one player has braces, the other guy lower, higher numbers. We're both not 100% comfortable with engaging.
Okay, what did I miss?
This. Big fight left hand side, close to a comeback.
Oh, yeah, score difference is now a bit lower.
How did that purple mangonel come from the top now?
Yeah, that's... I wasn't here, you should know.
Okay, well, he was microing against the other mangonel there. Oh, villagers.
Oh, but he was... Oh, damn, he lost it. he's fighting under castle. Oh, that's a big mistake.
It's the moment where, and always try to repeat the word comeback. Like, oh, the comeback is possible, and his chances are still existing.
No.
No? Okay.
How do you learn how to micro?
Yeah, I will do micro scenarios, and I might...
Oh, let's do micro scenario.
Oh, we can do some, like, best of 7 different micro scenarios in Hamburg.
Oh boy, that make a small tournament as well. I know I will win it.
Well, I think you might get like 10th place. Maybe the cook might even win against you.
No, man. I will beat Jordan at least.
Okay, 4 traps now. Soon we will transition into cap rams as well. Release some troubles.
But to be honest, ACM played it really. This is like textbook how you should play Nomad.
But he didn't scout the dog.
Well, yeah, but he didn't need to in this game. But like TC spot, every move he made, he didn't want to go for the castle first. He went for economy first. All the good moves.
Why was that better?
Because he wanted more economy and he wasn't in a rush to get the castle up.
Okay.
He was thinking he's fully walled.
No walls as well, yeah.
Everything was really good.
Oh, nice sneak
Except
attack
scouting.
now at the left hand side.
Oh yeah, that will seal the deal, man. Oh no, maybe not.
Oh, Rams at the front. Can he get a second hit off against the traps?
Oh, what?
So,
That's shocking, man.
out of nowhere.
I don't see this. Or maybe
Out
this
of
is really
nowhere.
disrespectful.
No respect for the viewers and the casters. She resigns before the game is over.
Let's look at the achievements. That means nothing now.
Why?
Because
Look at the castle age timings as well. ACM there, 1650. That's solid.
Oh yeah, that's sick. That's really good. ACM is good now.
When was he not good?
Don't make me say bad words. I knew Viper would ask me that, but didn't know you were like that as well.
Oh.
ACM is always good.
Okay. So
Who is tomorrow playing?
who master tomorrow? Well, it's always the 8 players. Let's see who will be the master for tomorrow. I think oh. It can't be ACCM, it can't be Villese.
Oh, Niko.
Niko! Oh, that's nice.
Tomorrow same time, man.
Oh, tomorrow, same time, same channel. Will you be awake at that time again?
Yes, I'm wake up 6 freaking AM.
What? Why?
Because I'm freaking idiot. Because my sleep schedule is always messed up.
But why 6 AM? That's... Like, when are you going to bed at the moment?
Like 11. It's a proper
Okay.
life, man.
Well, why would
It's
I?
healthy life.
It's a healthy life, yeah.
Yeah.
If you say so. Okay, will you continue to stream now?
Maybe if I can find the game. Oh, MBL is scouting something. Oh, let me. Are you planning to stream it more?